If you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, gon' hit your stride. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the groove get good, don't right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you, so I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking.
And my eyes can get it right.
Faith will be my guide.
And I'll follow
Through the trouble.
when I don't understand.
I will
Surrender to your plan for me.
clap your hands. Everybody, I say feet don't fail me now.
Don't fail me now.
Joe Jason, you ready? Somehow I walk.
You know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. I will trust you. So here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. I'm walking.
And my eyes can get it right. Faith will be my guide.
And even through the trouble, I don't understand. I'll relinquish all my plans.
Good Lord, open up doors. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I would get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet.
Don't fail me now.
Trying to tell you like I am. By faith. Oh Lord, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, I say I am. I'm walking. When my
Eyes can get it right.
faith will be my guide.
I'll follow when I don't understand. I'll surrender to your plan for me. Feet don't fail me now. I'm walking.
Trying to tell you like
I'm walking.
ooh, I'm walking. Anybody else going? Yeah, I say I am. Can I get a witness?
I'm walking wherever you may lead. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Ooh, yeah.
By faith. Sing. Get grandmama now. Go ahead, get Papa.
My name is Tyrone Washington, and I was born in the 80th year of the 1900s. That's right, I'm 45.
Hi there, everybody. The name is Josh Sterling Jr. Me and Tyrone graduated together, class of 98. G.O. Eagles.
I'm still getting used to all slang.
Yeah.
I just learned what DM stands for.
Yeah.
When I used to hear DM, I thought they were talking about cough medicine.
Yeah.
Nicole Johnson is my name, and I'm 44. I was there when Cash Money was taken over for the 99 and the 2000s.
What do I miss about the 1900s, you ask? Well, I would say Blockbuster, my libido, and 3 of my side teeth.
In the 1900s, you had to blow everything to get it to work. Video games, VHS tapes. I guess that's why my dad never had a job.
Even though I'm from the 1900s, I still got it. But because I'm from the 1900s, I'm starting to forget where I put it.
Why am I dressed like this? I'm supposed to be in casual clothes, but they got me looking like Celie told Harpo to beat me.
Words that end in A-N. You yell out a word, I'll write it down. Let's see how many we can get. Go! Fan! There's a good one. Man, that's another one.
Lesbian.
Words that end in A-N. Anyone? Words ending in A-N.
Lesbian.
Okay, I heard pan. Good.
No, Faith said lesbian.
Hold on. Good, we'll write that down. Just a word, not a big deal, but we'll move on. We'll get some other ones.
What is a lesbian, sir?
It's your word. How do you... All right. If you liked another girl...
I like Olivia. Am I a lesbian?
Well, if you like Olivia, you could be, sure.
I like Olivia. I love Olivia. I like Olivia too. Am I a lesbian?
No, it doesn't work that way, Philip. You can never be a lesbian.
No fair. I want to be a lesbian. Me too.
You can all be lesbians. Okay, let's just move on. Let's try words that end in O-N.
Prostitution.
What did you say?
Prostitution. What is prostitution?
What is prostitution? Let's say prostitution is when you work in the street and you get paid.
I want to do prostitution.
No. All right. Moving on to words that end in R-E, but let me just have a second here to think if nothing, there can't be. So shout out words that end in R-E.
Crack whore.
Say something, but I ain't want to.
Hey y'all, I'm doing this thing called Chat PKT with Pastor Rich Holmes. Look who's down there, the entrepreneur money man himself, the Giovanni, I call him Foots, Drain. There he is right there. Foots! Y'all see that? Look at that. He keeps stepping on my feet in here right now. Hey, listen here, y'all. Y'all definitely want to tune in and you don't want to miss this. Subscribe to the View E Network because they're doing it big over here and you definitely want to tune in with it. Chat PKT, I'll be on there. We'll be talking about all kinds of issues with preachers' kids, pastors' kids, all the stuff that we would just, I almost said a thing. Right. You gotta come to the View E Network and watch Chat PKT to see the thing I almost said. And with that, I am complete.
Can I get a green light? I want everything you promised me, Lord. Sometimes it seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? Want to be right? So I'm moving out your green light. Say, can I get a green light? Yeah. How y'all doing, huh? Where you at, huh? Can I get a green light? If you waiting on the Lord, God, you take a matters word what you say, huh? Yo, say, can I get a green light? See, I want everything. I want everything you promised me, Lord. Seems like it's taking way too long. Seems like it's taking way too long trying to decide. Should I stay? Should I move on? So I don't move. Can I get a green light? How y'all doing, huh? Where y'all at, huh? Can I get a green light? And if you're waiting on the Lord, God, you take a better word, what you say, huh? Can I get a green light? With the whole world jumping. Can I get a green light? What I'm feeling doing nothing. Can I get a green light? I said a one, but till I hear you saying something, Lord, I wonder. Can I get a green light? Yeah. feel you. I feel you. If you really into that thing, see the spring. Everybody. Soprano set. Everybody say it one time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Hold on, move this over here. Morning, everybody. Oh my Lord, we are so late this morning. We are so freaking late this morning. My goodness. But we made it. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. We are so freaking late. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties and Negro difficulties. Two things. Two. First was the Negro difficulties. Then was the technical difficulties. Okay. First, let me say my hellos first. Good morning. Hello. Zeke Live in the morning. Thursday, July the 17th. Welcome to Zeke Live in the morning. I'm your host, Zeke Lock. Thank you for locking in with us. I appreciate each of y'all. And thank you for your patience as we were getting today's broadcast started off. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Good one today. Not much going on. We just gonna talk. We're gonna chat with each other. We're just gonna have a good time. Hopefully today will be a good way to start your day. A great way to start your day. This is a great way to start your day, but getting to this morning was not a great way to start my day. This morning, getting here was not a great way to start my day. So it started with, I told you, Negro difficulties followed by technical difficulties. So I was on my way here this morning. I stopped to get my coffee because I was already running a couple minutes later than I wanted to. You know, I wasn't going to be late getting started. I was just going to be a little later than I wanted to be getting in the building, you know, so I didn't have to rush and all that. But I still had time to stop and get my coffee. Should have taken me, let's say, a minute and a half. It should have taken me a minute and a half to grab this coffee. And I needed some gas, you know, so I had to get that and all that. So, I mean, really, honestly, a 3-minute trip. I wasn't going to put a whole lot of gas. Like I said, I left him plenty of time to do all of that, so I didn't have to get in here and rush. Anyways, I go and get the coffee. This is why you got to follow your first gut. You know how one person can throw your entire day off? Like, have you ever been driving in traffic or something and one person hesitates and now you got to sit through like 4 different stoplights or a train or something? Yeah, that was my whole journey here this morning. So first, I get into the gas station. Should have been like, it should have taken me tops 90 seconds inside the gas station. There was nobody there. I was just, you know, go in, pour my coffee, tell how much gas I want, all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and pour the coffee, then I'll pay for it. Follow your first mind, because something told me, just pay for the coffee and the gas and then pour the coffee on the way out. Something told me to do that. I was like, I'll just run over there, pour it real quick, come up. In the 10 seconds it took me to pour my coffee, because it's just the pour kind. Shout out to Luke in Indiana. It's just the pour kind, you know, get my gas over there. And so, pour the coffee. In the 12 seconds it took me to pour the coffee and turn around, here comes an old man walking in. And whoever this old man is, if you're watching the show this morning, you lottery and cigarettes are not early morning behavior. Like, lottery and cigarettes, that is not early morning behavior. Like, this man, I was in line, and because I needed gas, I had to wait. This man took 10 minutes ordering boxes of cigarettes. I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but people in Chicago drive to Indiana and get cigarettes and tobacco and other things like that because it's cheaper. The tax ain't there. And so my man's took 10 minutes getting boxes of cigarettes and Lotto and all of that until eventually it was like, man, would you come on? Like, so that threw me off. And then, of course, traffic was doing what traffic does, and you get those one or two people who just don't know how to drive. And, of course, I'm coming up behind them at 90 miles an hour, so I didn't make it no better for them. But still, it was just like, Jesus, man. And that was all it took. So I guess today's word of the day and my soapbox spiel for today is going to be follow your first mind. When you in a rush or something like that, just follow your first mind. Just sometimes it's better. I don't know. Sometimes you got to sit back and think about it. But other times you should probably just follow your first mind. Because when I say my man's like just through the whole thing, like I was already a couple minutes later than I wanted to be, but I was going to be okay. I was going to be right on time. My man took over 10 minutes to get cigarettes, lottery, gas, all this stuff like that. By the time he got done, there was a line out the literally, I walked in the station. I was the only person there. The 12 seconds it took for me to pour my coffee, this old man walks in and is taking his sweet time. He got them running back and forth like, no, that's not the kind I'm looking for. I want the, no, you don't got the box. No, I want two of those. Oh, no. Then she bring a box out. No, I want that big box. I want and the girl's going back and forth. I'm like, look, man. Like, look, man, I was about to lose all my respect for elders this morning. Man, it's too early in the morning. People got to go places. And you worried about some cigarette and some lotto. Now is the lottery open yet? Can we do the, and oh my God. So anyways, and he trying to check his numbers and she trying to tell him go to a machine. It was a whole lot. Anyways, I had to get that out. I had to vent that out. Give me a cool track. I need a cool track playing in the background to calm my nerves. What's a cool track I can play in the background? How about the one we did from Healing Voices? Because I need something to heal me for a minute. Woosah. So, if you smoke cigarettes and you play the lottery, don't come to Indiana and what was it like? It was like before 7 o'clock. It was like 6:50. It was like 6:55, something like that. Yeah, by the time I got out of there, it was almost 7:10. By the time I finally left the gas station. Oh, so I guess that's more like 15 minutes because it was like 6:50 something when I got there, like 6:55 ish, something like that. Yeah. So if you smoke cigarettes and you drink coffee, then stay out of Indiana in the morning. People that are trying to get back and forth to Chicago are trying to get their gas and get up out of there. So my goodness. All right, y'all hear that? Hold on, wait. Let the track play for a minute. Let the track play. Put the comments on the screen so y'all can see ourselves. I'm just thrown off this morning. It just, you just get the day going and you just be ready for it. There we go. Come on, just let the track play for a minute. Woo. All right. Matter of fact, I got even another track for y'all. Here we go. I got another one for y'all. Here we go. I need this. This is what I need this morning. My God. Because what the heck, man? Okay. All right. So we're here, y'all. We made it. We're good. I'm done venting. I'm done complaining. I'm glad to see y'all. Glad y'all here with me. Glad y'all have locked in. If you're smoking cigarettes and playing the lottery, stay away from Indiana. And then we got here, and there was technical difficulties too, though, y'all. So if it's a little spotchy, a little splashy, if it's doing all of that, y'all forgive me. I have to use my phone internet again because for whatever reason the internet in here is not working again. So I don't know. I might not be able to go live from here anymore. We might not be able to do live in the morning from this location anymore. It's just too unstable of an internet. So we got to work something else out in the schedule. It was a good try. It was a good attempt, but unfortunately the internet don't work. So yeah, we can't rely on unreliable internet. So we got to fuss about that a little bit later today as well. So there we go. So how y'all doing? If you don't know it, you can check out the comments. They're down there. Right there. On the bottom left-hand screen, you can see yourself. I'm sorry, the bottom right-hand screen. You can see what you're typing. Holla at me. How you guys doing today? What's crack-a-lackin'? Let's see what's going on in here. Get to some of these morning shout-outs this morning. Okay. I can only take so much of this song now. Put on the Healing Voices. I can only take so much of that song. I feel like Eric now. Turn it off. Hey, what do y'all got going on this morning? What do y'all got happening this morning? Let's see who the first comment of the day is. First comment of the day goes to my man's, my boy, my dog, my brother, DJ Red. There he is right there. Marcus Johnson saying, good morning, blessed people. It's another triumphant Thursday. Thrive in your greatness today. Tune in now to Zeke Live in the morning. Like, share, subscribe. Do it now. You got this. Lock in. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a triumphant Thursday, thriving Thursday. Thick skull Negro, thick skull old man Thursday. I'm still mad at that old man. I don't know, whoever granddaddy that was, whoever uncle that was. Y'all tell him I said, put them cigarettes down and stop playing that lottery, or just don't come to Indiana. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about that old man all day because he got on my nerves this morning. I can't let it go. I need a healing voices. And then here goes Mama right here, Mama Sharon Staten. There she is saying, good morning, family. Y'all show her some love, absolutely. And look at it, y'all. As Rhonda's mama's here with us. Y'all know how we do the mamas of the show. Y'all go show Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen. That's what I call her. Y'all go show her some love. Then good morning, everyone, and blessings to all. Y'all better receive those blessings. Receive those blessings from Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen because we love her. And look, speaking of thriving Thursday, there's Brony Cat, and that's what she just called it. Good thriving Thursday morning. Lock stars, have a great day. And y'all know that she always got another church lady announcement. Where it's at? There it is. Welcome to Zeke Live in the morning with Zeke, Lock, Eric, right out, Rich Holmes. Grab your morning drink and let's vibe out. I called myself grabbing my morning drink. Yeah, that's right. I had to bring it back. I called myself grabbing my morning drink, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I thought about walking out with this coffee. If it wasn't for the fact that I needed gas, I would have just had to like cash at the Loop gas station for this coffee. I would have just walked out with it. I would have just did that. And look what Mama says on the Facebook side. She says, well, I got my coffee. Let's just start with that. So I hope y'all got something to get your day going. But good morning, family. I'll be in and out today. I'm making some shea butter soap this morning. Oh, wow. Now, that's pretty cool. Making shea butter soap. Those good natural things are dope. We use so many chemicals. I had a friend at the church I went to last, and he used to work at a factory where they made the soaps and all that kind of stuff. I think he might have worked for Lever where they made that. He was like a chemist in there or whatever. But anyways, he was in there and he did that stuff, and he said all the chemicals that go into soap, and I was just like, oh my God. Essentially, it's all the same stuff. Chemicals for dish soap, dishwasher detergent, your body soap, it's all the same. Like some other ingredients added to it, but he was kind of explaining it to me. This is years ago, and when he said that, I started saying, man, maybe I need a more natural remedy. So I might need to hit you up for some of that shea butter soap. I might need to do that. And then check this out right here. There goes my girl Bianca, Mrs. Baptiste in the house. What's up, girl? I ain't seen you forever. Me and Sticks was just talking about you, Bianca. We were just talking about you and Smith. We got to hit you up. We planning a little trip at the beach. Take me back to the beach like last weekend. That's what I need. But we planning another trip to the beach, and we want to take our friends and stuff with us and make a weekend of it. So we hope that you'll be able to come out, you and Smith. I think you'll enjoy it. It'll be some good relaxation. Now, only thing is, can't bring the kids. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll allow the kids to come. Yeah, maybe we'll allow for the kids. Why not? Why not allow for the kids to come? Yeah, we can allow the kids to come. I don't know. But anyways, we'll be hitting you up. We'll be planning it out. So see if y'all want to come out for a little staycation, a slightly awaycation. Yeah. So there you have it right there. And then there's our girl, my sis, my homie, my friend, Miss Rhonda on the Rocks, one of the hosts of this show and an amazing human being. Y'all know y'all can follow her with her podcast, the Rhonda on the Rocks podcast, which will be dropping new episodes for the new series, the new season pretty soon. But she does have technically a new series as well. It's a new page, a whole new thing called Rhonda on the Run. No, Rhonda Reimagine. There we go. Not Rhonda on the Run. That was the other thing. I told y'all, if y'all want me to mess up, if you want somebody who will mess up all of your stuff, just let me find out a little bit about it. I will announce it with all the wrong details. I'll be right here. Right here. I'm your guy. I'm your guy. All the wrong details. Worst commercials in the world. I got you. And yeah, go follow Rhonda on the run to see her journey with the surgery and weight loss. That's not what it is. It's Rhonda Reimagined. So you can go follow that. Although she did have a good Rhonda on the run challenge, and that was dope. So yeah. So shout out to Rhonda. We love you. And then our girl, Miss Jamaica Lachey. Y'all shout out Jamaica Lachey. Y'all know that is my girl. I was just thinking about you and talking about you. Was that yesterday? When was Phil at my house? The day before yesterday. Cause you know me and you got to get together and finish a couple songs, and I was just talking about you, saying I wish Jamaica was here. We could have been working on what you call. So you're in my thoughts. You always in my thoughts, Jamaica. You know I love you. You my little sister for real. For those that don't know, I've said it here before, but if there's one person that I've probably I guess the song is not on loop anymore because I had that. Turn that song back on. I love that vibe. Turn that back on. There we go. I had to turn the loop off because that other song was playing. So Jamaica, that's my so if there's one person who I probably punched more than anybody else. You just gotta be there. You just gotta be there to understand it. You just gotta be there. But that's how close she always is to me. Like, she has been like that since I've met her. And to watch the growth and everything, if I've had any influence on this person on the screen right here, Jamaica Lachey, if I've had any influence on her life, then I will take definite credit for that, because she's working on some amazing things, like her new series, The View from Here. And so if there's anybody who I have seen grow and do all that, this is one of them right here. So shout out to Miss Jamaica Lachey. Let's see here. Speaking of mamas of the show, y'all say what's up and show all the hearts and love to Mrs. Johnny Rideout. That's Eric's mama, Mrs. JP Rideout. That's mama. That's mama. Y'all go show her love. Y'all show her all the love in the world. Y'all know how we do the mamas of the show over here. Y'all know how I am about the mamas of the show. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, Brony Cat. Yeah, you got it. You only have one mind. I think you said that when I think I saw that come across when I was talking about following your first mind. Yeah. Yo, talking about you got one mind. Yeah, you better follow that one mind. Don't let your mind pick up a second thought, because then you end up late on your own show. Yeah, I know. I'm with you, Rhonda. If it wasn't for the gas, if it was not for the gas that I needed, if it was not for the gas, then this would have been free coffee. It's just no way around it. It would have been free coffee. So, look at this, y'all. My boy, my bro, my friend, my homie, somebody I grew up with, my little bro, that's Josh Lane. What's up, Josh, man? It's good to see you. Man, I hope all is well with you. You actually right here in you be in Indiana at church, right? Yeah. I need to come visit you. I need to come stop in on you. Right down Indianapolis Boulevard. Yeah, I need to stop in on you. And see what you got going on over there. I heard you be preaching the word, boy. I heard you be out there preaching the word. Yeah. So there you have it. Yeah, there you have it. And then for Bianca, she said, when we going? Looks like we'll probably do it maybe August. That's the most sensible time, because I know Sticks got to go out of town in July, and I got a bunch of stuff coming up in July. So it'll probably be sometime in August. We're thinking about like a 2-3 days tops trip. Yeah. And in fact, we'll probably even invite other people as well. We're thinking about like a whole thing with like the zoo, the beach, some wineries, for like dinner and stuff, winery tours. That's pretty much. And then like there's a casino out there, so like hanging out at the casino, because they have a nice hotel. So just that whole kind of thing. So really just literally just a stay a vacation. It's it's not really a it's a vacation, but it's not really away. It's not far away, but it's it's close enough that you can drive there, and if you want to go home, you can do that too. It's close enough for that, but far enough that getting a hotel is the way to go. So that looks like the route that we'll be taking in August, and so I'll be inviting different folks out there. Some of y'all lock stars, we'll invite y'all too, but I got some friends I want to come on out and just have a getaway and just enjoy the sun while we still got it, because y'all know how it is in Chicago. One thing I do not like about this city, I just cannot, the cold. This that wintertime. I cannot do the winter. I love this weather. I love this hot weather. But the cold, when it gets cold, I try to figure out to myself every day during the winter time, what in the world am I doing in this God-forsaken city? Like, it'd be so cold, man. And it'd just be too cold, just too cold. I'm a creature of the heat. I need some heat in my life. I need some tropics. I might need to move to the Bahamas or something. That might be what I need to do. I might need to go to Nassau. I might need to learn Spanish and go to Trinidad or something. I don't know. I just like I might need to do something else. But see, then you got to deal with hurricanes, and I ain't trying to do that. I'm already scared of tornadoes. But I feel like you can survive a hurricane better than you can survive a tornado. I feel like tornadoes are, I don't know. I'm sure hurricanes do obviously more damage and bigger numbers and stuff because they just cover wider areas and longer masses, longer spaces. But yeah. Outside of that, I think I need to move to the, I think I need to move to the tropics. I don't know. I need the heat. So we'll do it in the summertime while the summertime is still here, before Labor Day, all that kind of stuff. So sometime mid-August or something. If whoever's available, it'll be one of those things. So there you have it. Yeah, like Red said, neither one is good. Tornadoes or hurricanes. Neither one is good. I'll tell y'all though, so my fear, and I'll let you know a little secret about me. My biggest fear, this is crazy work when you think about it, but my biggest fear, God's honest truth, tornadoes at nighttime. That's my biggest fear. I will stand up in a crowd of 100,000 people and speak butt naked before I have less fear about doing that than I have about going to bed at night worried that a tornado is gonna hit. Like, if they got tornado watches and tornado warnings, I'm up all through the night. And I know. You should have faith, Zeke, and the Lord calm the storm and peace be still. Yeah, but you didn't grow up in the country like me. And where I'm from, like, we didn't have tornado sirens. Like, where I'm from, like in Hopkins Park, we didn't have tornado sirens out there. So there were times where tornadoes hit in the night. And here's why I'm more scared in the night. The daytime is like you can see it coming. You can see the clouds. You can see the sky changing colors. You can see you got some level of warning. You're awake usually, so you can see you can see it. You're alert. At nighttime, you just sleep. You know what I mean? You just sleep, and there's nothing to wake you up. No nothing. And we didn't have cell phone signals. And this is before Google. I've been gone for a while now, but this was before Google would invade your personal space with those alerts when there's like a weather alert or something like that. It is before those days. So there was no alert, no warning. And there were times tornadoes were hit in the middle of the night. People lost their houses. People lost their lives. People lost everything. And no warning, no nothing. And obviously you don't get much warning when there's a tornado. But I mean, imagine again, being out in the country, getting local stations was difficult. We had satellite. You had to have satellite. So local stations was rough. And sometimes, and then here's the other side though. If there was storms or cloud coverage overhead, the satellites would not read the TV, so the TVs would just be out. So there was no TV. The internet wasn't the way it was now. It wasn't that same. So when a tornado hits, it just hits, and if it's at nighttime, you might wake up dead. That's the honest to God truth. There was people who they unfortunately lost their lives, and so. Since then, I have had a phobia of tornadoes in the night. So I can take a hurricane because they at least can warn you. They can at least warn you. Yeah. Like Mama said, yeah. They when it's coming. When hurricanes are coming. You do know when tornadoes are coming too now. And obviously the technology is a whole lot better. The technology is a whole lot better now. So maybe that phobia is a little bit quelled, but it's still in the back of my mind. Just because, you grow up with this stuff, and y'all know how it is. We grow up with stuff, and it just sticks with us for the rest of our life. So if you grew up thinking that, white folks was going to put you in jail because you drank out of their water fountains, then you might have a different level of putting your head down. It's folks like that, older folks are still that way, which is why I still say that for everybody who say racism ain't a thing, I'm like, there's too many people who are alive today in their right mind, who was alive and trained up under Jim Crow and all that kind of stuff like that. Too many people still alive today for y'all to be telling me that racism don't exist. Like, no. I'm like Tracy Morgan. Remember when Paula Dean had that whole scandal when she said she used the N-word. She said they found out that she admitted that she had used the N-word. And Tracy Morgan on his comedy specials, he said she was at that time, I think she was like 50 something or maybe 60. He was like, and this was like 10, 15 years ago on this particular comedy thing. And he said Paula Dean is a 60-year-old white woman from the South. I wouldn't trust her if she didn't say the word. I wouldn't trust her if she got up and said that she never used that word. I don't know what y'all mad at her for. Yeah, it's too many people that's still alive that was around during racism. So, I'm saying all that to say, when you kind of get raised up with something, it just stays on you. Even the Bible says that train up a child in the way he should go. When he's old, he won't depart. I mean, the things that you're trained up with, you got to work really hard to get rid of that stuff, to get out of that stuff, to leave that stuff alone. So the tornadoes in the night, they bother me. What Rhonda say? Have you ever seen Night of the Twisters? No. Have I heard of that? When did that come out? I feel like, did it come out maybe like 10 years ago? Or was that more recent? Like, I feel like I know what it is, but I don't remember what it is. But it would probably be a thriller for me, that's for sure. Because, I probably wouldn't be going to bed for a week after watching that one. Y'all want to scare me with a movie, don't worry about Freddy Krueger and all that. Don't worry about that. I'm worried about tornadoes. That's what, I'll tell you, I'll tell you my other phobia, though. God's honest truth. My other phobia, earthquakes. I am scared of an earthquake. I am scared of an earthquake to hit. And now, again, I lived through the big earthquake in San Francisco in 1990, or was it 90 or was it 89? 89, 90, whatever year that was. That big earthquake that collapsed the Bay Bridge and all that. We were supposed to be on the Bay Bridge at the time that happened. I've told that testimony before. My mother ended up with us having to, we ended up having to stay. We lived in Oakland, but I went to school and my mom worked in San Francisco. So we crossed the bridge every day, just commuting. And at the time we were supposed to be on the bridge, that's when the earthquake hit. It was in the middle of the World Series. The A's and the Giants were playing the World Series. Yeah, they were playing the World Series. And the earthquake hit in the middle of that. It collapsed the Bay Bridge. It collapsed the that structure that, you get up on the thing. I forget what it's called. But it collapsed that. A lot of people lost their lives. A lot of people lost everything. And we were supposed to be on the bridge at that time. And my mother, had it not been for this lady calling off or getting caught up, whatever it was, my mother had to stick around and work this meeting that was going on. And so we ended up having to stay over the bridge in San Francisco, and the earthquake hit. So the grace of God made us stick around behind. So you know what? Maybe I need to have a little grace for that old man this morning. Let me put that in perspective. Let me put a positive spin. Maybe I should have grace for the old man buying his cigarettes and lottery tickets this morning, because maybe the Lord protected me from some other thing that was going to happen on the expressway or something. Maybe that was the Lord, because I kid y'all not. The 12 seconds it took me to pour my coffee, nobody where did that man even come from? There was nobody in the gas station, nobody at the gas station, like where the gas is pumped, at the pumps, nobody. And in the 12 seconds I poured my coffee, here he was coming in and taking like all of 10 minutes, getting cigarettes and lottery tickets first thing in the morning before 7 a.m. Well, so maybe I'll give it a little grace. Just like the lady calling off work saved our life. Maybe that old man saved my life this morning. So, old man, I got a little grace for you. But if I get to the pearly gates one day and I look back over the long arc of my life and I realize that today there was no salvation, you was just making me late, then I'm gonna be in heaven pissed off at you. That's so weird. That's so wild. Yeah, mama. Look at God. This is what I was talking about. That grace and mercy. Yeah, grace and mercy. His cigarettes and his lottery tickets just might have been. Maybe I'll just choose to look at it that way, so I'll stop complaining about that old man. Y'all shout out to Pastor Jeremy Sanders. There he is. Yeah, he said the old man was my angel this morning. Maybe he was my angel. Maybe he was my angel. Whatever he was the reason I was late. Because what do you need 10 minutes for cigarettes and lottery tickets? Okay, we're going to play a music break. But before we go to the music break, and hopefully we're getting clear through, y'all let me know if it's clear, if it's coming through clear and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm using my my cell phone. In fact, I need to put it in Do Not Disturb so somebody don't kick us off. But I'm using my cell phone for internet because for whatever reason the internet is not working in this room, just like it was last time I was here, and the guy came and fixed it. But let me say this. So for those of y'all, we're gonna take a music break right after this. But for those of y'all who be playing the lottery, let me ask y'all a question. Mama, this is hilarious. I'd be mad, but I still be in heaven. Right. I guess I won't care no more when I get to heaven. There you go. Yeah, but I guess I'm trying to live in heaven right now, and he did not make my way heavenly. So, but for those of y'all that play the lottery, I got a question for you. Like, what be taking so long? Now, I've never played the lottery. I don't think I've ever played the lottery. Unless it was like one of those $1 billion jackpots, and I think maybe we like all put $1 in kind of a thing. But I don't think I've ever actually physically walked up to the counter of a gas station or anywhere else, purchased a lottery ticket, a scratch off, nothing else like that. But for the people who do, they got some gas stations where it's like a whole separate line just for lottery. Because people come in there and you can see them too. When they come in, boy, they at least 5 or 6 minutes per person. So you get three people at playing the lottery, and you just don't be in no rush. They need to come up with another system for lotteries, don't you think? I mean, I don't know. Do y'all play the lottery? Does anybody on here play lottery? I'm just not a lottery player, so I don't get it. I don't get the thrill. I'm not a gambler either. I go to the casino and hang out because it's a fun place to be, but just to be sitting there just gambling, nah, I'm too cheap for that. I don't know if I'm too cheap or I just don't get the thrill. Now, I will say this. I will play on the craps table because that's like an actual game. There's an actual game to craps. So I will play on a craps table, but I got my limits. I am not a big baller gambler. I see people coming down dropping $200-$300 on a roll, and I'll be like, you can have this 20. We'll try this twice. On the cheap table, the $10 table, we'll try this twice. And if I lose it all, I budgeted $20 to play my games and I lost it. Well, I didn't lose it. I just paid $20. What I'm not doing is going finding another 20. The thrill is gone. I'm over it. Hey, you win some, you lose some. But what we ain't gonna do is lose it all. That's me. Now other people, it's a little different. Some people do the lottery and all the other stuff like that. And I never understood how people just sit at the machines. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody. It's just me. I don't understand it because it's not my cup of tea. That's why I don't understand it. But for other people, that's their cup of tea. They sit at the machines, them slot machines, what are slot machines? But y'all know what I mean. The coins. You put the coins in it and they pull in the little thing or pressing the little buttons. And I mean, they be sitting there. My parents live in Vegas, so everything's at casinos. So you just see it all the time. And I just be like, man, people be in here hours on hours. I'm talking through the middle of the night playing them machines, playing them penny machines, dropping them quarters. My God. Man, Pastor Jeremy said, my daddy, the Bishop Sanders played the lotto. Hey, listen. Go for it. I'm not one of them people that think it's a sin. I don't think it's a sin. When I think it's a sin is when you ain't got no money and you put your last into it. That's when I think it's a problem. But I don't think it's a. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I know a lot of people would disagree with me. I'm not going to knock anybody's belief. If you believe there's something wrong with it, as your faith, be it unto you. According to your faith, be it unto you. But for me, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I got a natural deterrent, and just in the simple fact that I just don't like to gamble. I don't like to lose money. I don't like to, all of that stuff. So, yeah. Let's see here. Let me go back on some of these comments real quick, and we're gonna take a music break. Let's see. Night of the Twisters. Rhonda said no, it came out like 30 years ago. Wow. In that case, nope. I do remember the movie Twister though. I always thought that was a fun movie. Actually, that was before I had my phobia of tornadoes. Back then, I was okay with it. I lived in Kankakee at the time. We had sirens, we had drills, we had all that stuff. And so when the movie Twister came out, I was gonna be a storm chaser when I was a little kid. I thought I was gonna be a storm chaser. I was gonna be one of them people that get a camera and get in the truck and drive to places like Texas and Tornado Alley, down there by where Mama Cherry is, going down there and getting like one of those trucks and a camera and tracking tornadoes. I thought I was gonna do that. Then I moved to the country and tornadoes was hitting during tornado season, and we didn't have no warning and stuff, and I got a phobia of it, and I said never again. And also maybe another time I actually saw a tornado once, and that also helped to change my mind on going chasing tornadoes. I remember I was driving down through I took my grandmother to the airport. It was my grandmother, my grandfather, but I was in my grandfather's truck. He had this Suburban, and so I was driving that. I drove my grandmother. I want to say I was taking my grandmother to the airport. My grandfather couldn't take her for some reason. So I drove to the airport. I'm on my way back, and the skies was changing over. I'm coming through Manteno. That's a town that's in Kankakee County, in between Chicago and Kankakee. And so I get through there, and I look over. Actually, it was in between Piatone. So like it was like in like either Kankakee County, Will County. It was like in that area between Piatone and Manteno. So really in that general area, it is very tornado prone for whatever reason. There's always some tornadoes going through there, sweeping through there for whatever reason. It's like our own little tornado alley south of Chicago. So I remember driving through there, and I remember I'm already doing like probably like 80, 85 miles an hour. Like I was pushing it, trying to get on home. I'm already pushing. The cop comes up. The skies are cloudy and everything. Cop comes up with his lights on, and I'm thinking I'm about to get pulled over. So I'm going to pull over. He's doing this. He's going, no, go. He's doing that, like from the cop car. He's flying. Mind you, I'm doing like 85 miles an hour. So he's flying. I'm thinking I'm about to get a ticket. He gets up to the side of me, slows down a bit, actually. I'm going to pull over. So he comes up on the side of me. He's like, no, go. Like, the windows are up so I can hear him. But I can see his mouth. Go. And he's doing this. And so I'm like, okay. And then he just like speeds off. I'm like, okay. And I look over to my left. And I saw the tornado. A tornado was actually like, it wasn't close. It was a little bit in the distance, but you could see it like blowing and moving and doing all that. And I was like, you ain't got to tell me twice. I'm behind the cop in my grandfather's truck, and it was a Suburban. It would hit 100 miles an hour, and it would do this thing where like the gas would shut off going to the engine. So it was like, it would like slow down. You got to gas it back up. And so I got the heck up out of it. That was my first time that I remember actually seeing a tornado. I was on the car, I was driving, and a cop told me, man, you better get out of here. Like, I thought I was getting a ticket. He was saving my life because that tornado was definitely coming over that way. And then it's crazy because 2 other times in that same area, we had to pull over for tornado situations. So, and those were both tornadoes in the night, but just craziness. So there you go. Yeah. So me and tornadoes, that's my thing with tornadoes. Yeah, gambling is not a sin. They made us believe that it was. That's Brony Cat saying that. I don't know that it's a sin. Somebody got to give me a real Bible study to prove it to me that it was or that it is. I think that's more on a personal tip. You can do what you want to do with your money, I guess. It's a personal tip. You want to blow it on gambling, blow it on gambling. Hey, just don't get mad when you ain't got it after that. If you lose everything, you just can't get mad and depressed. I mean, you made that choice. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So, let's see here. Let's see what Jesse is saying here. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at Jesse and Yaku. Y'all, I got her name right there. It is. Good morning. Celebrating hitting number 15 on the Christian hip hop rhythmic. For those who know what CHH is, I know y'all know CCM, Christian contemporary Christian music, but CHH, Christian hip hop. So, and it says right there, so I'm tripping. On the Christian hip hop charts this week, what are y'all celebrating this week? Yo, congratulations! That's huge. Shout out! Make sure we got whatever song that is, so we can play it over here if that's okay. We would love to. We would absolutely love to we would absolutely love to play that over here. So I see the comments are buzzing. Congratulations to you, Miss Jessie, on that. That's huge. That is huge. That is amazing. That's huge. That's what she said. Okay, now I'm getting medley. All right, y'all. I see some crazy stuff going on in here in the comments right now with Jeremy and Rhonda. So we're gonna have to dive into that because I too, Jeremy, saw this on Rhonda's page. Says I'm late, but Rhonda just now watching Martin is 127 times worse than my food thoughts. Rhonda, I was gonna bring that up, Rhonda. I was gonna bring that up tomorrow. We're gonna have to discuss what happened with you and Martin. We are definitely gonna have to discuss the Martin situation. How you've never watched Martin? What? Maybe, I don't know. You was a Christian household. Maybe Mama Pastor Cynthia Cohen said you can't watch Martin. Maybe I'm not gonna judge. I just got questions. That's all. I just got questions. Oh, Lord. I understand we're not going to drag her this morning. I'm just saying, I just got questions. That's all. I just got questions. Let's see here. My mama, y'all. There goes my mommy. There goes my mommy. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all go tell my mommy hello. She's going to be here bright and early first thing in the morning. Actually, I think my wife going to have to pick her up from the airport. I don't even know that I'm going to get to pick her up from the airport for having to do the show. So we'll have to see what that is because she gets in bright and early in the morning. But I'm excited to see my mommy. So y'all go show my mama some love right there. She'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, there it is right there. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah. All right. What's the name of the song? Bright? Fight. Oh. I can't read apparently. Bright by Fight Star. I told you, if you want somebody to announce your stuff and mess up all the information, mess up all the titles, mess up all the names, I'm your guy. I will plug whatever you got going on. Just understand that, I'm going to mess it up. That's all. So now Fight by Bright Star featuring KJ52. All right, bet. We'll look that up. And if you got it, if you got a video for it, shoot it to me. Shoot it to ZekeLive730@gmail.com, and we'll make sure to play it over here. We'll add it to our rotation because we love to do that kind of stuff. We love to play all the stuff from our lock stars. But y'all go find that song Fight by Bright Star and make sure y'all show some love on that because hitting number 15 is a big deal. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but it's not easy to just chart like that. It's just not easy to chart. It's not easy to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're definitely celebrating that for you this morning because that is huge. That is huge, man. So yeah. Yeah. This is we got to discuss this. We got to discuss this. This is going to be good. Rhonda sharing her thoughts on every episode. Actually, there's a beauty to this. Actually, there's a beauty to Rhonda never seeing it and then sharing her thoughts. There's a certain beauty to it because now 30 years later, somebody's seeing it for the first time, like from our generation, somebody that makes sense, who understands that like that era. Because like kids watching it today, it's a lot of stuff that happened on Martin that would just. You know how it is today. Y'all know how it is. There's a lot of reasons that stuff should have been canceled. Like they would have canceled Martin. A lot of reasons that Martin, Fresh Prince, and Living Color, my guy, and Living Color would not see the light of day. Mad TV and they would not see the light of day today. So it's kind of actually cool seeing somebody from that era who gets that era watching it for the first time. So I really would be interested in seeing, I'm interested in watching Rhonda's thoughts. Rhonda, you should have you got Rhonda on the Rocks, you got Rhonda Reimagined, you got Rhonda on the Run. You gotta, we might have to do a Rhonda on the show or so. Well, I don't know. I guess that's too on the nose. You're on too many shows as it is. Rhonda on the box, on the Martin. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, there you have it. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and play some music. Let's play some music. Y'all know I love this song. It's by JR, Miss Frida. I love it because just when it comes on, it just gets me hype, and I think we can use a little hype. So if you haven't said, let us know you're here. Oh, I like that. Rhonda's Watch. I like that. Oh, Oh my goodness, now I got all the questions. Mama Pastor Cynthia, go and say there was no restrictions. Oh Lord. We're gonna talk about these 90s shows when we get back. Y'all tell me y'all's favorite. Rhonda's watch party. I like that one. Yes. That's actually it. Rhonda, we coming up with good ideas for Rhonda on the Rock. I'm gonna come produce your show and you produce mine. If you haven't said good morning, y'all say good morning. We'll be right back. Let this jam hit you this morning. Hey, we going higher. Hey.
Everywhere, they're acting like they just don't care.
Oh yeah, y'all jamming. Y'all jamming. Y'all not jamming. I know y'all ain't at home dancing. I know y'all ain't at work dancing. You gotta be dancing. If your car, you gotta be dancing to something like this. I told y'all I'm gonna start dancing like I feel like every woman when they turn about 53, they all start doing like this when they dance. They all start dancing like this. They stop being less about the hips and the butt and all that, and they start being more here. To be upper body. And I feel like all old men, when they turn about the same age, really when they turn about 45, we change our dance at about 40, 45, and we just start doing the back and forth. We just start doing this right here. So you got old men dancing like this, and the old ladies dancing like this. And I love to see it. That's how the family reunion be, boy. And I love to see it. That's us, baby. I love to see it. I hope y'all jamming this morning. Hey man, we are back. Yeah, I'm with you. I love this song too. I love it. Yeah, Soul Train groove. Yeah, that's house music right there. Yeah. My mama said, no, I didn't. Start talking about the folks. Hey, y'all, I got a surprise for y'all. I got a surprise for me. It's a surprise for me. And I love every single time I get this surprise. It's one of my favorite surprises to ever have. And I guess I'll share the surprise with y'all. It just happened during the music break. I guess I'll share it with y'all. But in order to do the surprise, I got to do it the right way. Guess who just popped up, y'all? Guess who just popped up? Y'all, who popped up? Can y'all tell me who popped up? Can y'all tell me who we about to bring up? I'll let Jamaica Lachey tell you. It's Rhonda! Rhonda on the rock! It's insanity that you have your own theme song when you come on. That's the
morning. Yes, I do have my own theme song.
That is so cool when you think about it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I thought I froze. Yeah, you froze up a little bit on my screen, but my screen is tripping, so it might be me. It could be all me. Yeah, I'm using the internet on my phone again today because that was the other reason. There was so many reasons why I was late getting on this morning. First, it was the old man that I wanted to throw my hot coffee at him.
I'm sure you did. I would have thrown my hot coffee. I would have walked right out the gas station.
If I didn't need gas,
what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, if I didn't need gas, that would have been it. Like that.
No, I'm just kidding.
Free coffee this morning. That's what it would have been. Like,
free coffee and free gas.
That's what it would have been. Yeah. What's up, Wanda?
Hi. So I had already planned to pop on here because I knew Zeke was going to be alone today, and I had a little bit of free time this morning. So I had already planned to pop on here. But as I was traveling home from running an errand this morning, I kept hearing my name on YouTube. And I'm like, I'm not even there. Eric is not there. So now who is it? And it's these people's pastor down in Texas who wants to drag me about a television program because the assumption is that everyone has seen this television program. And I'm just like, oh my God, black card revoked. They dragged me all day yesterday about Martin. First of all,
sure they did. Yes.
I'm not sure what my mom is talking about because we absolutely were not permitted to watch Martin. We were absolutely not permitted. Like, I hope my mom is not, going towards Alzheimer's because, girl, we were not allowed to watch Martin in our home at all.
Somebody doing Pastor Mama Cynthia Cohen. Pastor Cynthia.
I don't know why she doesn't remember that, but for whatever reason, she don't remember it fine. But we were not. You could ask Eric and Chris. We were not allowed to watch Martin. Now, we could watch Fresh Prince. We could watch Family Matters. Stuff that was a little bit more wholesome. And I'm not really sure why we could. Well, I guess now that I've been watching it, I can understand why a kid shouldn't watch it, especially during that time. Like, there was a lot of, sexual innuendos. There was a lot of not a lot of cursing, but there was cursing. And there wasn't stuff that I would have understood at that age that was happening in that show. And so, Yeah, we were absolutely not permitted to watch Martin. And so since I've been on medical leave, although I'm back at work now, you know, you just run out of stuff to watch. Like I watched all of Love Island, watched a couple of movies and stuff like that. And I'm not a huge TV person, but there's only so much doom scrolling, only so many TikToks and stuff that you can watch. So I'm going through Netflix and I'm like, oh, Martin. I'm like, I should just try it and just see. And I started watching it. And then I thought I was in Community telling my friends on Facebook that I had never seen Martin, but I feel like it's a decent program. And I mean, it opened the floodgates. Like people I don't even talk to that I didn't even know I was still friends with on Facebook.
They come back. Listen, Martin is like Spades and banana pudding. Like it's like Spades and banana pudding. It is fully black culture at this point. Like if you ain't never seen Martin, then you are full black culture at this point. Like
it's so funny because there's so many like one-liners that people use from Martin all the time. I didn't realize was from that show. Or when I watched the episode, I'm like, oh, this is okay. Like the go to work on Myra's feet.
Yes,
say that, like,
I work on Myra's feet.
Yeah. So when people would say that every time they got a pedicure, I didn't know what they were talking about. I was just like, oh, that's so funny. I had no idea who Myra was. I just watched that episode last night.
Oh, Lord.
What people were talking about. I'm very much still in season 2. So there's
you're still in the good times though. Martin, for me, it was good all the way through, but that last season, like the last couple seasons was just kind of like, every TV show does that.
Yeah.
Where it gets to that. The cool thing about Martin, I didn't realize this. I gained a whole new appreciation for the show. I don't know when they did that Martin reunion thing and they brought him back. I gained a new appreciation because I didn't realize what the show actually was at the time. I thought it was just a goofy sitcom that was just just wild over the top. I didn't realize that Martin's vision for it was to do sketch comedy, essentially like improv sketch comedy in sitcom format. So it was scripted in sitcom format. So it was the first of its kind as a show like that, where it was meant to be like over the top and wild, but they were like playing off of each other and watching the way it was set up and how Martin did that. And like how he brought Tisha Martin and Tashina Arnold in, like he told him, he was like, no, I'm gonna hire y'all when I do a show. And then like he kept his word and brought them on. Like just seeing all that, it made me gain like a whole nother, like as a creative, as somebody who creates stuff and does it, like I just gained a whole new respect for it that I did not have for it before. I was just, enjoying the show, enjoying the product, but he actually created something new in the creative space. And once again, showing that black people, we do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that.
Yeah.
Like,
so I think it's a decent show. I like it. The one episode that I thought was the funniest so far is when Martin's mom was giving that preacher all of her money. They like
Reverend Lottie Love. David Allen Greer, Reverend Lottie Love.
And so that was really funny to me, and I was able to connect how like Gina had gone on a date with him before, and Martin had beat him up in the restaurant. Like so, it's been a good experience. So much so, one of my friends, my childhood friend Felicia, she came over last night and was like, "I just have to binge this with you." Like she came over. We watched probably like 5 or 6 episodes last night, and so when she came, like Felicia and I grew up very similar. Her parents were pastors. And she had a lot of siblings. There's like 12 of them. And so when she got here, she was like, I just cannot believe you've never seen Martin. And I was like, you watched Martin growing up? Like, be for real. And she was like, no, we used to sneak and watch it. Exactly. Like, let's not acting like it was just on the TV in the living room. Like, right. In one bedroom, watching it on a little TV, and somebody was the lookout to make sure your daddy wasn't coming. I know I wasn't just sitting in the living room watching. I know that. And then Jody, our friend Jody, got on my post this morning and was like, she wasn't allowed to watch Martin. And I'm like, exactly. Like, we just we weren't allowed to watch it. We could watch Fresh Prince, we could watch Family Matters, but we were not allowed to watch Martin. We just weren't in our house. And then when I grew up, it just wasn't something that I was like, oh, let me hurry up and watch this because I never got to watch it. It was just like,
that makes sense, though. You know what's crazy about Martin? Here's the other thing about them and In Living Color, as wild as they were, they actually saved the Fox network. So, yeah, they actually saved the Fox. Once again, how blaxploitation works, how black shows and black things save Hollywood. Fox Network was a struggling upstart of a network. And it was Martin and not Fresh Prince. I'm sorry, that was NBC. Martin and In Living Color that actually saved that network. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because Fox News has done more damage in the world than anybody. So I don't know. Maybe that was a good thing. Maybe it was a bad thing. I don't know. But I mean, that network would have not taken off the way it did had it not been for those shows. I mean, it's just, when you think about that, that's crazy. Let's see. Jeremy says, wait till you get to the headbutt. Have you been on, has that episode happened yet? Or is that later on?
I'm not sure.
Nope, it hasn't been. You would know. It's that way. This is not a I'm not sure answer. This is a yes, I know that episode. As soon as just the fact that we said the headboard episode, you're gonna be like, oh, this is what they was talking about. Trust me. Okay. It's one of them. Yeah. Oh, look at this though. I can't front. I was introduced to Martin when it went into syndication. I couldn't watch it when it was actually in production. Thursday was midweek revival night.
Exactly. What were we doing? We were in church. We were not watching television. We could watch, like, I used to be excited for like TGIF on Fridays. That was on what network, Zeke?
ABC. Yeah, that was like Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step. Don't forget Step by Step. That was my ish.
I love Step by Step.
That was my ish, man. That was my stuff. Suzanne Summers and the other dude, I forgot his name. The dad. Right. That was my jive, boy. I love that show.
Yeah. So it was like we couldn't watch Martin. We couldn't watch The Awakening. First of all, The Awakening used to kind of scare me.
I was scared of The Awakening. That was a scary
I didn't really like The Awakening. I was like, this is scary. This is what's so great about this. But people would be posted up at their TVs on Saturday nights to watch The Awakening, and I'm like,
it was a late night too. That's the other thing. Like, it was catered to church audience, and that job was on at like 27 o'clock in the morning. Like, and they just up watching it.
Reason why we also couldn't even sneak and watch it because we were long gone to bed.
Right? Yeah.
It was like no. Yeah, we were at church, like Jeremy said. We were at church, so there was no watching it when it came out, and then like. I posted yesterday. I was like, Martin and Gina were shacking. They were shacking. Okay.
Yeah, they were shacking up.
Before it was a terrible experience. Do not recommend 0 stars. No.
Oh, but Martin was crazy over Gina, boy. Martin was letting her go.
I was really sad in season 1 when they broke up. I was really sad. I was like, dang.
Don't worry, they get back together.
They've already gotten back together. I'm in season 2. But when they broke up, I was like, I actually like felt that. Like, I know that they were acting, but like they made it seem like they were like really sad without each other. And I was just like,
yeah.
So I think the last episode that I watched last night before I fell asleep was when they had the fight party and bruh man from the 5th floor came down. Yeah, so and then Cole had brought that girl, and Tommy and the girl ended up like making out in Martin's bedroom. So they was like going back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Martin ended up missing the whole fight. Yeah, that was cool.
Was that the same episode where they got the Hashitashi TV?
No.
I try to remember. That wasn't the Hashitashi episode where he got that big screen TV. I think it was a game they was watching with that one. And he bought that TV. Gina was mad at him for buying that TV. It was like Hashitashi. Like, come on, was like Hashitashi. Oh my! There's so many episodes that you are going to. Okay, there's a few episodes that I ain't gonna tell you what happens in them. I'm just gonna say be on the lookout for these episodes. Okay. They go catch you off guard, and that you are going to. You're going to need. You just had surgery. You're gonna need to just do something like put on some kind of a something that holds it sturdy because you're gonna be cracking up. The headboard episode is definitely one. Like Jamaica said, yeah, you would definitely know if you saw the headboard episode. You would definitely know. That's gonna be one. The episode where Martin got robbed. It's a Halloween episode. Trust me. You go.
Okay, no. I haven't seen that.
Just trust me. You gonna be dying laughing. The one where they go out of town and they got the little the rat puppy dog thing. What's that thing, like the rat puppy thing? Like it was just a random animal. Like there's gonna be some episodes that you just gonna be like you're gonna need stitches for. Like it's just some iconic stuff on there. Oh my God, that's crazy. But you know what the cool thing is, though, like I said, like somebody from our age group watching Martin for the first time is that's interesting because like kids watching it today, I don't want to say kids because that's how old I am, I guess, because I'm talking people that's like 30 and under. Yeah, the rat possum thing.
Yeah,
just trust me, when you see it, you're gonna be in stitches. Like it's crazy. But yeah, there's kids 30 and under. I don't think they would understand a lot of what's happening in the show. Because I mean, a lot of it was to the times, obviously, early 90s, like all that. So there's things that we were around for, so we can understand the reference. We can go back to that frame of mind, and they just don't have that frame of mind for what that is. So it's a few things, watching a kid watch it will be a different experience than watching somebody our age group watching it for the first time. And so there's actually something cool about that. But if you tell my wife that you watching Martin, like, don't be surprised she'd be knocking on your door like, Ron, I'm coming over to watch it with you. She loves Martin. Really? I love Martin, but I love the Fresh Prince more than I liked Martin. I was a Fresh Prince head. I loved both shows. To me, both of them were the best shows on the air at the time. So it was like, which one was number one? Which one was number two? Fresh Prince for me was number one. Martin was number two. For other people, it was the other way around. For Sticks, it was Martin by a long shot for her. So she would pop up on you and watch it for the first time with you, like, and just watch it all the way through. Binge watching like it was her first time again. Like she is with that. Have y'all had the Thanksgiving episode yet?
No.
You have? Oh yeah. See, I don't know what seasons things fall in anymore, so I don't even know. But the Thanksgiving episode, Pass the Peas, like we used to do. The Pass the Peas. That's where that came from. Pass the Peas, like we used to.
Really? That came from Martin?
Pass the Peas, like when and they started doing it, and Gina started singing Pass the Peas, and everybody was looking at her like. And then they're like Pam, Martin's mama is a special character. Martin's mama is a special character. Yeah, so you're in for a treat.
Martin's mom, I'm just like, girl, please. She annoys me. Out of all of the like extra characters that Martin plays, his mother, please. Like,
The most
is so over the top. So ridiculous. Every time she sees Gina, she just gives her a hard time.
Right. She be messing with Gina, boy. I tell you.
It makes me wonder. I'm like, if I had a mother-in-law like that, like what would I do?
Yeah. What could you do? Like just
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should do a podcast episode on that. Like have people talk about their
mother-in-law experiences
with their in-laws. That would be good.
True. I've been blessed enough to have. Part of the reason I married my wife was for my in-laws. Like I love my in-laws. Like I love them.
Some people have really good in-laws, and some people don't. I've dated guys. Well, one in particular who was a mama's boy. His mom passed now, God rest her soul. But that was a terrible experience. I've never dated another mama's boy ever. Like it's good. It's cool for you to like love your mom and have a good relationship with your mom. I think you absolutely should. Yeah. But when it's to the point to where like everything about your mom comes first, even before any other need, like I can't handle that. Like, we have plans for your mama call and you go see your mama. And it's not like urgent, like It's just,
like
I haven't seen you this week. Like, my God, please give it a rest.
I'm glad my mama was never that way. Yeah, my parents was never that way.
Yeah.
Can you come over and change your battery? I know you got plans, but can you, the remote control won't work.
Yeah, it's like, you'll talk to her later. Like, oh my goodness, it's not that serious. It's just, I was a daddy's girl, like, huge daddy's girl. But like, if I was never really, I dated when my dad was living, but it was never like, let me drop everything I got going on here to go see what my dad wants. I would take care of him, like whatever he needed. I'd be like, okay, you got until 5 o'clock. And then after that, I'm not available anymore. But yeah, like a man that can't set boundaries with his family is not the man for me.
Wow. Yeah. That makes sense though. I mean, that really does make sense. That families have tore up more relationships, most, you know what I mean? Just like people just that dependence is like they can't let them go, you know? Or like siblings, for instance, like, you know, like if you date a guy who has a sister who they're really close, and the sister is the one who's like, they scoping you out, and you're not good enough for my brother, and and that's that, and they just always popping up and just always that, like that's
like how much of that can you endure? I don't have a lot of patience for stuff like that. I just don't. Like if you aren't strong enough to establish boundaries, and it would be the same thing with me, right? Like sometimes you don't realize that that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't. If you've been single for a substantial amount of time, you're just used to being with your family and doing things with your family. So sometimes it's a hard transition when you get into a relationship to not do those things anymore and to establish those boundaries, because now you're afraid to offend your family. You don't want no beef with your family. You love your family, all of that good stuff. But you still have to establish those boundaries. And men who struggle with that just aren't the man for me. And I'm not saying like, if your mom is like doing chemo treatments, I'm not going to be like, well, you got to find somebody else to take her surgery. You got something going on. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, okay, once you get her home and y'all get settled, bring her home. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that. I feel that. I can feel that. Well, you are in for a treat and watching Martin. I'm telling you are in for it. There's a reason that it has lasted as an iconic black show for all of these years. There's a reason for it. And there's an appreciation that belongs to that show, Martin. You know. But I don't know, Jeremy Sanders, he says that it is 127 times worse than his food criticism. Now, I don't know. I think that might be a stretch, Jeremy Sanders. I don't know. Because your food criticisms are they're wild.
That is very much a stretch. Like, this is a television program. You talking about what we eat for nourishment. And you saying that this ain't good and that ain't good. Like, you talking about things that are staples in a black culture, and you want your mac and cheese on the top of the stove? No, sir. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, that definitely takes the cake over Martin. I mean, because, you know, because if somebody bring that to Thanksgiving, then it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You just ruined Thanksgiving. I don't care how good the turkey and the greens are. I don't care how good the dressing is. I don't care how good the gravy is that somebody made. They get the best turkey neck dressing in the world can be made on the table. You can have the best sweet potatoes and sweet potato pie, but if that macaroni is messed up, the whole meal. Somebody bring some stovetop macaroni. I don't care how good everything else is. You're not invited back anymore ever again. I don't even know you. What's your name? What is it? Jonathan? What is your name? Right. I've forgotten you already. You're no longer invited. Yeah.
No longer invited.
Right. I don't know Jeremy Sanders. Who's Jeremy Sanders?
Kamala Harris said, "Do not come. Do not come."
Oh,
Thanksgiving with your stovetop mac and cheese.
Can't do it. Shout out to my friend Jeff Wills. I gotta get him a call. He was here at oh no, you weren't here for the as your grandma called it, for the musical. You weren't here for the
musical, baby. You missed the musical.
You weren't here for the musical. You missed the musical. My friend Jeff was here for the musical. He surprised me and came through there. I about threw the microphone when I saw him walk in. I was like, my boy Jeff. Like, yeah. So shout out to him. I grew up with him, and so now he lives up this way, and actually goes to church right around the corner from me. So yeah. So it's like, I know, right? It's crazy when like stuff like that comes back around. It's like all these people that I love from various parts of my life are just like popping back up in my life now, and I love that. I love that for me. I love that for me. And then here's my auntie Regina. She's on the road right now. Yeah, they're on their way up here to Kankakee. So for the thing that my mom is actually getting on a flight at 26 o'clock in the morning for. She's come. I mean, these early flights. I mean, it's like negative 4 o'clock. Like, and she coming like. Yeah, they coming for the conference
tonight.
Huh?
So she may as well not even go to bed tonight. Just stay up.
Right. Yeah. And actually,
on the flight.
Right, for real. And I don't know, Mom. Are you flying in from Vegas? Or are you flying in from Reno? So I don't even know where she flying in from. But they all come for the conference. Oh God, all coming in for the conference this weekend. I know, right?
Just helping each other.
Sisters helping each other. I was about to call it the Her Conference, and you corrected me right off the bat. I told you, if you want somebody to give y'all to plug your events, plug your stuff, plug your products with all the wrong information and all the wrong names, wrong locations, I'm your guy. She's coming to the Her Conference, and and it's not what it's called. It's called the She Conference. I'm your guy. I will get it wrong every time, and there you have it. Yeah. Now this is true though. So there was this incident that happened. So yeah, we got drama in real life Martin drama. Were you aware of that stuff when it happened?
I did.
Yeah, yeah. That was Martin was going through a whole thing during that period too. Like, remember he was like out on, what was it, like, I don't know if it was Rodeo Drive or one of the streets in LA, one of the famous streets with and he was out there like basically going crazy. Like it was Yeah, Martin lost his mind for a little while in there, like, and then that was a thing. Him and Tisha Campbell actually had a falling out for a while, and so the last season, and this is why the last season probably just was not as good. They could not be on set together, like. So the crux of the show, the entire show, is centered around Martin and Gina, and them not being able to be on set together was like, it destroyed that show. It was a bad time in the Black community. Yeah, we still grieve it to this day. It's glad. That's why we were all glad. But when the reunion happened and Martin and Tisha Campbell, I'm sorry, when they were like good again, when they were cool, I don't think him and Tashina Arnold really ever had a big falling out because they had done a couple movies since then and other stuff like that. But him and Tisha Campbell definitely had that falling out, and that was we was on Gina's side for that one because Martin was the aggressor and he was the But it was also like, dang, Martin, like, what you doing, bro? Like, it was like, he was ingrained in the community. Isn't it crazy how we do that?
About some of our Black actors and actresses, like, I feel like they all at some point in life just have this like messed up time. Like, they go through this season where it's either there's all these accusations about them or something happens with them mentally where they're just not the same, except for like our beloved Denzel and like Angela Bassett. And if they did experience that, it was probably behind the scenes.
Yeah,
like,
they got good spinsters. They got good spin persons.
Yeah, for sure. But like some of our, the ones that are most relatable to us, like the Martins of the world, it just seems like they always have like that period of time. And I wonder, like, is it orchestrated to like kind of try to destroy them because they're doing so well, or like what happens in that time where they either have all of these accusations or something happens with them mentally where they're not the same. And then, I mean, most of the time their comeback stories are really good, like they're able to recover, but it's just like they always have something, it seems.
Yeah, and I think it hits us in the Black community a little bit stronger too, because unfortunately, it's like there's only so many in the. I mean, you go through I was thinking about this recently. You go through the 2000s and look at the Black movies. It was like Morris Chestnut, Sanaa Lathan, what's the rest of Taye Diggs. That's the name I'm trying to think of. Yeah, Taye Diggs, and then like a few others that were in there. The brown eyes crazy boy, Maine. What's his name? Terrence Howard. There's like a few Black stars. They were in like every Black movie. They were like every Black. So it was only like a few of us that were able to like really pierce through. and able to like get in there. So then when something happens, it was like a huge blow to us. So when the Martin thing happened, that was a huge blow to us. When you know, when even with Fresh Prince, when they went through their little situation with Unviv, when Janet Hubert, when she ran into a disagreement with the show, and then we come back the next season and it's just a whole new Unviv. We was all like, what the what is this? And of course all the conspiracy started. They got rid of her because she was dark skinned. Like it was like all of that. You know, in hindsight, we know that's not the case. And Daphne Reed was actually, I didn't realize how important she was in the Black community and like, you know, before my time. So she was actually a big gain for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I didn't realize it, you know, but it was, how do you replace the original Unviv though? I mean, I don't care how good Daphne Reed is, you know, but like when that stuff happens, it's huge to us. It's a huge blow and we wear it for years and years after. And it's, you know.
Same thing with Family Matters. So like Jaleel White and I can't think of her like real name, but the Harry,
the mama, they got into it.
Oh, until like I think like the last season or seasons of that, they switched the mom out, and it was like now,
not
Harry.
You cannot have a show on the air for 30.
I think he froze. Did he freeze on y'all end? Oh. Am I frozen? Zeke's frozen. Oh, geez. All right, maybe we should go to a music break, but he doesn't have anything loaded up here for me to put on, so. All right. Maybe I'll tell some jokes. Okay, yeah, Zeke is frozen. Okay. Well, I will go to a music break, but I cannot because he doesn't have anything else loaded up. But, now he's really gone. Okay. It's Rhonda live in the morning, taking over for Zeke live in the morning. Today is Good Vibe Thursday, so we're just gonna vibe, guys. We are just going to vibe. What puts you in a vibe mood? Tell me. Is it music? Is it podcast? What is it that puts you in a mood where you're just like, you know what? I'm just vibing. Let me know. I also should probably plug Healing Voices, which is every second and fourth Thursday. If you're not doing anything, please come on out to Healing Voices. I was there last Thursday with Zeke, and I'll be there again next Thursday with Zeke for Healing Voices. We had such an amazing time. So please, 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 if you are not doing anything at 7 p.m. next Thursday, which I think is the 24th of July, come on out to Healing Voices. It's right on the south side of Chicago. It's you're easily able to access the church. It's right off the expressway. So come on out and join us. We will be there. Let's see. Some good old R&B and gospel. Okay, Auntie, what's your favorite? Like, which song every single time, it doesn't matter when it comes on, puts you in the mood? What not in that mood, pause, but like, what puts you, like, you know, where you want to just kind of relax and vibe out? Meanwhile, I'm genuinely trying to find a song. Let me know. Oh, I think I may have found one. Sorry, y'all. Nope. Okay, there we go. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to find a song that I could put up with the visuals. This is why the Bible says you got to be ready, because you just never know. Oh, Total Praise. Yes. My friend is engaged to be married, and she wants a choir, and my friend don't go to church, neither does her fiance, but she loves the song Total Praise so much that she wants a choir to sing Total Praise at her wedding. And I thought that was very, very very, very interesting that she wants that. I think Total Praise is a great song. What about everybody else? Like, what is the one song that when you hear it, it just causes you to relax? It just causes you to have peace. Sometimes when I want to relax and I want to just kind of vibe, I don't listen to gospel music because gospel music, has such an impression on my heart that I don't really get to relax. I end up just crying. So, yeah. I'm flying out of Sacramento tonight to go to Vegas to catch a red eye in Vegas. Woo! You got some traveling to do, Mama Dyson. Will you see me on Saturday? That is the plan. But can you send me more details? Because I don't know exactly what time. I don't have an address or anything for that. So if you could send me like a time, like the actual flyer, you can email it. I'm not email it to me, but inbox me on Facebook and send it to me. That will be super, 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 super helpful. Super, super helpful. All right. She is going to be lit. Please come. That is my plan. It genuinely is my plan to come on Saturday. When I want to fully relax, I will listen to the classical station. Okay. I can feel that. Classical music is very calming. Music sometimes can be a distraction to me. If I'm trying to like work on something, or if I'm trying to like, I don't know, when I was in college, like study or do homework, I could not listen to music because I would end up singing and then I wasn't taking in whatever information I needed to take in because I was too busy singing. So yeah, that doesn't work. Smooth jazz. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I am going to do this, and I'm going to play the song Burning Bridges by Zeke's cousin. And then that's going to be our music break. And hopefully Zeke is back by then. All right? How does that sound? Fantastic.
You make me wonder why I even lost. You had me shedding tears like a faucet. I'm scared to fall in love cause it costs. You can feel the pain going through my pulse. You got me out here changing and out. You taking up a space in my heart. Sometimes thinking about the past give me nausea. Sometimes thinking about the past awesome. Lately I'm approaching the future with some caution. Really had me believing I was yours. Breaking my heart in pieces, broke yours. Are you sure that's what you wanna do? You can only pick one side. I guess you done chose. Made you number one, you didn't cross me too. One time is enough for me to cut you loose. Try to take your word, I ain't need no proof. But now that bridge is burned, I'd rather live and learn than live without the truth. Really had me believing I was yours. Breaking my heart in pieces, broke yours. Really had me believing I was yours. Breaking my heart in pieces, broke yours. Are you sure that's what you wanna do? You can only pick one side. I guess you done chose.
Okay, guys, we're back. It's just me. Zeke is. Oh, there we go. It's just me. Zeke is still missing. I'm actually not sure where he went or why he's not here. But it's just me, and we're good vibing on this very thankful Thursday. So I mentioned on Tuesday that I'm really trying to stay in a place of gratitude always. And even in situations like this, where Zeke's internet went out. Oh, you're back. I was just saying how even though I was trying to be in a place of gratitude, right? And I was saying, even though your internet went out, I'm here and was still able to carry the show. I couldn't find any music because none was loaded up, but I did play Burning Bridges by JC. There was no visuals for that, but we just kind of just listened to it, and it was great.
That's perfect. I'm like in a whole other room.
My
Wi-Fi cut out, my cell phone cut out, everything just cut out, and I've been spending all that time trying to get on, and it just allowed me on. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever go live here again. So it just is what it is. I don't think I can go live here. I don't think I can afford to do that no more. So I just have to get on the corner and just rush to get in. We just can't go live here no more, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, let me make this quick announcement now that you're back.
Yeah.
So Jamaica, our girl, our good sis, my friend, my sister, will be performing at the Royal Bistro out here in Lansing, Illinois, this Friday night at 7:30. So if you are in the area, please come see Jamaica. I believe she'll be performing with Ari and Jeremy Keys and their whole band situation. So if you are not busy at 7:30 and you want to hear some great live music, y'all know my girl can sing down. So if you want to hear some great live music on Friday, I'm like Zeke now, messing up these folks' information. On Friday at 7:30 p.m., please come out to the Royal Bistro. And thank you, DJ Red, for that announcement. Thank you. I wonder what they're going to sing. Do they do like covers or do they have like original music? How does that work? Jamaica, if you are in the room, please tell us how that works. Are you doing like covers? Do you do like original music that y'all wrote? How does it work? Do I need to like reserve a seat? Also, Auntie, I got your message on Messenger. I need to book a ticket for Saturday. Let me know if I need to like reserve a spot or do I just get to show up? Let me know. I have to find something to wear, child. My clothes just ain't doing right these days. They're not doing right. Oh, is Pastor going to be with us today?
Huh?
Is Pastor going to be with us today?
Yeah, as far as I know, he is. I mean, unless something's going on with him, I don't know. If all I know is the StreamYard thing. I'm just grateful to God to know the show just didn't cut off. So thank you for being there this morning.
Of course.
The Lord must have known what was going to happen.
He knew that if Hannah Jeremy started dragging me about Martin, I wouldn't have gotten on. I mean, I did have plans to get on anyway because I hate for you to. I mean, you can hold your own, but I hate for you to do the show alone if I'm available. And so I was like, I'll just pop on for a little bit. But then when y'all started dragging me, I said, oh, absolutely not. I'm gonna get in and talk. Because what did y'all think? Now I gotta get in here and talk. But it was a good discussion. I think sometimes we have to be reminded that we're more the same than we are not. And I was very, very surprised at how many people later on was like, no, I watched Martin as an adult. I did not watch Martin growing up in the house with my parents. They did not allow it. I did watch it as an adult. When I got older, it just never really appealed to me. But it's been very, very fun to watch it now. And I feel like I understand it more. Like all the little side jokes and stuff are funny because now I'm grown and I can understand what they're talking about.
Right. Yeah.
Was there any show for you, Zeke, that was super popular that you were like, I ain't never watched that. I ain't never really get into it.
I got a bunch of shows that are actually super popular. I never watched them. So let's see. I tried to get into Scandal. I got through like maybe a season and a half.
Oh, now I could drag you for that, but I'm not going to.
I was late. I was late. I was late to the party. Like so Scandal was one. Grey's Anatomy. I don't know that I've seen a single episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's is a commitment. Grey's is a commitment. There's like over 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy. It is a really good show. I watched it during the pandemic because there was nothing but time. So, and I wanted something that like could last. So I watched that during the pandemic. But Grey's is good if you're into like drama and like love and all of that stuff. So
yeah, no, yeah, I never watched it. I never watched Grey's Anatomy. It was just a lot. I never watched. What was another one that was super famous, super popular that people watched?
Game of Thrones.
I did watch Game of Thrones, but I stopped like after one of the seasons, and like you know how you have to like wait through the summertime or whatever for it to come on. And I never went back to it, and that was that. Like, so I never saw the ending of it, but it was good when I did watch it. But I never saw the ending or anything of that, you know.
Yeah, I'm not into shows like that. I all them like Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not into that. I want to see real people. I'm not into like sci-fi or fantasy type TV shows. No, they don't appeal to me at all.
I'm gonna give you one that's really, really good. If you watch, are you into superheroes? Let's start with that then. I know it's fantasy and all that, but
not really. I used to watch Smallville with Neil when we were in college, but that's just because I wanted to be around Neil. I didn't really like it. I didn't really like it at all.
Well, here's one that's if you watch The Boys on Amazon Prime.
The Boys.
That show is amazing.
Okay.
It's superheroes, but like it's like a different take on superheroes. Like imagine superheroes being like in the real world, kind of like what X-Men had, different stuff like that. But like, I mean, these are like, it leans less into the superhero-ness of them and more into the humanity. So it's like them in the real world. Like, how would it be if superheroes were like really here tearing up our cities, like saving stuff? Like, how would we really actually be viewing our quote unquote superheroes? So it's like that kind of a show, and it is something. I'll tell you that. So
people in the audience or our viewers, Lock Stars, what are y'all shows? Like, what are your shows? What is the ones where you're like, I have finished this series multiple times. I can run it back. We already know Martin, so that goes without being said, right? We've heard that enough. We know y'all love Martin. But what other shows are your shows? Let's see. For me, I'm a reality TV girl. So I've watched all of Married to Medicine. I've watched all of Real House of Potomac, Real House of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is my jam. And I really thought, because I'm not a huge fan of the white Housewives franchises, the white girls. No offense, but like that just I just like watching.
Just don't relate. Yeah, we don't relate to a lot of that stuff.
But Salt Lake City is the best Real Housewives franchise.
Really, I didn't even know
it's the best one. And my friends were trying to convince. I think I watched that maybe like over winter break or something, or maybe spring break. Because my friends were just like, it's so good. You really have to watch it. You have to watch it. And I'm like, Salt Lake City, like it's cold. I'm not really into that, but it is so good. So if you are a Housewives franchise girl or guy, try Salt Lake City. It really is a good one. Your Auntie Regina said all the Black reality shows. I like most of them. I'm trying to think, is there one that I don't watch?
I don't like any of the reality shows, just in general. Like reality shows for me, I just in general, like how you said you feel about the sci-fi and all that stuff. Like you don't like that. Like that's kind of how I feel about the reality stuff. I just be like, it's all the same thing. Like everything is the same. Like I didn't like the Housewives because I was like, none of them were housewives. I was like, like none of y'all are in the house and half of y'all ain't even wives. Like or like basketball wives and football wives, all that stuff when it came out. I was like, oh, y'all divorced. Like how was this? Like how was this wives? Like
they were previously wives. And then they
should
were
call it previous wives of Atlanta, like the former wives, but ex-wives, but something, housewives. That's like you're in the house as a wife taking care of home. I thought that's what I was gonna see, and instead I just saw the same thing. And here's what I can't understand. You know, I ain't knocking. I'm not body shaming. I mean, hey, do what you do. It is what it is. Everybody's titties is out. Like every time they show, it's just all titties. Just everything is just titties everywhere. Just like, and I told that girl that. Like all of the back. I'm like, nobody.
They wasn't able, so they got on their table, and now they have to show off what they paid for. That's just how it goes.
So. I feel like VH1 or MTV or whoever is sponsoring all this stuff these days, Viacom basically. Like I feel like they tell them like, yeah, you gotta wear this. You ain't got them things thanging. Put them things out there. Put them things out. We need to see them. It's almost like a requirement. Like you gotta show your boobies. Like it's a requirement. Feels like it. It's just I can't.
Merv Hammond says he watches The Walking Dead.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Me neither.
What
The
else
Shield. Never seen
Never
it.
seen that either.
Justice League. Never seen it. Living Single.
Yeah,
I did.
Single, definitely.
Love Living Single. And Girlfriends. Yes.
Yeah.
My jam.
I was with that stuff. I love sitcoms. The Wire. I was never into that either. I never saw The Wire. And all that stuff. People in my house was watching all of that stuff. Like my parents watched The Shield. When The Wire was out, they was watching that. I've never seen The Sopranos.
Me neither.
I've never seen The Sopranos.
Me neither. I'm not a big like kill, shoot 'em up, well, I can't say that. Unalive, shoot 'em up person when it comes to like movies. I don't even like even movies. I like rom-coms. I like comedies. That's what I want to go to the movies and see.
Yeah, I don't like rom-coms.
Sinners was. Did you see Sinners?
I've not seen Sinners yet though.
Oh, Zeke.
I think it's on
Apple TV now. Apple TV and maybe Prime. I just saw it the other day, or maybe HBO Max. One of the two.
Oh, I think HBO Max.
Yeah, that's a really, really, really good movie. Lock stars. If you have seen Sinners, please tell me that you. Well, I hope most of you have seen it. It did really, really well at the box office its first week, and like the entire duration that it was in the box office, it did really well. So if you've seen Sinners, let us know. Really, really good show. What do I think about Tyler Perry's new movie? Which one, Straw or Medea's Destination
We'll be talking
Wedding?
about Medea's. Well, you know, Medea got a movie now. The Medea's
like
wedding.
Destination. Yeah. I put it on twice. I fell asleep both times. So I haven't really seen it. I've seen parts of it, but
you know what? I'm not knocking Tyler Perry. I'm not knocking Tyler. He's done so much for the black community, and I will give him his props and all of that. But not hearing a lot of good reviews about this Medea movie, unfortunately. I don't know. I got to see it for myself before I can make that judgment. I'm not I don't mind Medea. That's the bread and the butter. I loved it when it was the plays. I used to consume the plays, all the Medea plays. But I'm not. I don't know. I guess I got to just see it for myself. But I did see one thing, and it cracked me up. This was yesterday. Somebody had posted a scene where Tyler Perry, like I guess, fainted or something like that at the check-in desk.
Oh yeah. And then it was somebody else.
Somebody else on the ground. They was like, Tyler, now here we go again. And then, the only thing with me was like, people was in the comments like, it be our own, dragging our own. I'm like, child, get over that, man. If this was a white movie, black movie, Hispanic, I don't care what it is. If we can see that your stunt double is your stunt double, I don't care what kind of movie it is, we gonna drag you. Like, I don't care who you are, what race you are, you getting dragged. Because that is what? Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. Well, our good friend and the chaplain of this show has arrived. I'm going to try to change this track.
Go ahead. I tell you what, I can do tracks. If you get him on the stage, I can't
get
him on the stage.
Welcome to the stage, past star Richard Holmes.
Hey.
Good morning. You are muted, my friend.
There it is. What's going on, Lock Stars? What's happening, Zeke and Rhonda? Oh my goodness. This is a great combo. Look at you guys. This is it.
Yeah, this is a
working
great
the
combo.
switches. We're making it work, huh?
Hey, we're making it work. We have to use what we got.
Yeah,
I think after our conversation on Tuesday that we had after the show, where I was telling Zeke, like,
yeah,
I can help you, and look at God. He said,
yeah. It worked out today because the internet here just said, no, we're going to decide not to work again in the middle of your show. Like, it was just, this is the second time that's happened in a row being here, so I've just decided I don't think I can go live here anymore. Unfortunately, the internet's just not stable for whatever reason. We got to get that looked at. But that's for us. That's business work over here that we got to take care of. It's usually all right, but
you at the theater?
Yeah. So I'll be shooting from home from now on, I guess.
You at the theater?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm on the upstairs. So even if I go in that room, like everything just shuts out. Even my phone, like everything just shuts out as soon as I walk through that door. So I don't know what that's about.
Upgrading your life. Hallelujah.
I claim it in Jesus' name. Yeah. Can y'all hear me all right? I know usually when people are on their phones, it's tough to hear, but can you guys hear all right with the music and stuff? I hear you guys clear, but can y'all hear me okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
You're cutting right through there, man. You're cutting right through.
Perfect. Pastor Rich Holmes, how you doing today? How you doing all right?
You know I'm doing all right, man. Just had to take care of Daddy Daycare. You know how I go, and the boy's doing well, but I am doing all right. Yet holding on this morning. Huh? It's a beautiful morning, though, ain't it? Well, it ain't that, actually, it ain't that bad, man. A little cloudy, but it's all right over here. Hey, y'all all right? Y'all hanging in there?
Doing all right.
We're doing good.
We've been talking about black shows and shows we haven't seen. Rhonda came on because we got into a conversation. I don't know if you've been seeing it, but Rhonda is discovering Martin for the first time.
You know, I have been watching it. I've been tuned in. I'm excited about what you're learning, your experience of Martin.
Thank
you.
This
is great to see someone in real time in the year of 2025, the year of our Lord, that they're actually watching Martin from the beginning. So this is an amazing experience. I'm so glad you're sharing it with us. I'm enjoying it. Wait, you met my mama bird yet? Did you meet my mama bird?
That was last night. I did.
Okay, that's my mama bird. I thought that's what I saw. There it is. I love it.
So when Gina opened the window, right?
Yeah.
I said to myself, the bird's gonna fly out. And that's how this episode is gonna go.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised to know that did not happen, but it was because Gina left the window open that the bird froze to death. Huh? So sometimes we leave. What I got from that was actually prophetic. If you really want to know, sometimes we leave the window open and we walk away because we want a fresh breeze. We don't want what God has already provided in the house. You see, we want to open the window and let something else come in. Sometimes it can kill the bird. Huh? The bird is supposed to be free. The bird has to be at a certain temperature, right?
Free bird.
But no. We want to open the window and let hell come in. Close the window. Well, everything you need is in the house. Ain't that what I told you, Zeke? Everything you need is in the house. The right temperature.
Everything I need is that proper internet that works. Everything I need
is not that house, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're gonna get another house.
In the other house. But everything we need is in the house. Close the window. You don't have to let that come in. Don't let things come in and out your house, is what I'm saying. You cannot let any and everything just come in and out your house because it kills the very thing that's inside of your home. If you got the windows open and the doors open, you're not paying no attention. You're just letting stuff come in and out.
Come on, it'll freeze
Am I in the vein?
It'll stop you right where you at.
It'll stop you dead in your tracks.
Dead in your tracks, my God.
It'll stop you. So what we have learned from Martin is everything you need is in the house. Close the windows, close the doors, and don't let anything come in and out because it may kill the very thing that's in your home. Amen.
You all received that on today. You may not need to listen to Deacon Bruno. You know, he tells you to leave that door open. Sometimes you got to close that door.
Close the door.
Just close the door. My God, I love it.
Close the door.
Close the door, Zeke. Close it. It's coming. There you go. That's how them birds getting there. Zeke, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, don't bring up my trauma.
Sometimes you have to close the windows and the doors because everything you need is in the house, and you just can't let anything in and out. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. So maybe I was led to watch Martin. This was my season. Everybody is, you haven't seen. It wasn't my time. It wasn't my time. This, for such a time as this, this was my time.
Let me encourage you, Rhonda, while you in this moment. You know what? Take your time in this season. What season you on right now, Martin?
2.
Take your time at season 2. You ain't got to rush. See, many times we try to rush to get through some things, and you forget everything that you was watching, and you got to keep going back to watching. That's why they got reruns. But for somebody that's taking their time to learn what they're trying to learn from the season, I commend you, Rhonda. Don't you let nobody try to shame you for watching Martin now that came out in 1993, I believe it was. Yes. But you watching in the year by Lord of 2025. That wasn't your time. I love it. You go forth now in your season. Season 2.
It wasn't my time. And see, because I'm tapped in,
yes,
I know when it's my time. When I looked on that Netflix and I said, "What, Lord, what am I to watch?"
Yeah.
And I scrolled past Martin and I went by it and I tried to watch something else and it was boring. It didn't have my attention. And so the Holy Spirit said, just try it. Just taste and see. Taste and see that Martin is good.
Did you get a chance to see when they taste the raggedy peas yet? Did you get to the peas yet?
No, I haven't made it there yet.
I'm not gonna rush you.
Yeah, I told him about
but I know there are good things to come. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That there are good things to come that my eyes haven't seen, my ears haven't heard. The great things
haven't seen
that I
haven't heard. Yeah,
my eyes haven't seen, nor my ears have heard the great things that are in store for me as I continue to press toward the mark.
Press towards it. You know.
Yeah.
Press towards it.
That's what it is.
Along the way, if you share a tear along the way, it's okay. You just keep pressing.
Yeah.
You know?
And I did. It wasn't really tears. I did well up. I got a little choked up when Martin and Gina broke up. Because I saw how the devil came in and tried to destroy. You know, he came to steal, kill, and destroy. And he attempted to destroy what Martin and Gina, you know, what God had put together. Let no man put asunder. But the devil tried to come in and separate them. You see what I'm saying? And plant himself in between them and cause discord. Because he's the father of confusion.
Yes, he is.
You see what I'm saying? So there was so much confusion with Martin and Gina, and they were fighting and they were angry with one another. And she gave him that statue for their anniversary, and he just destroyed it. He put it in a box. Put it in a box along with her bathrobe, and said, I'm going to get rid of this. How many times did we put God in a box?
You speaking now.
We put him in a box and we just put him to the side. We put him to the back of the closet because we feel like what we're looking at is better than what he's giving us. And sometimes he gives us something and we're like, what is this here? I don't even understand this. What am I looking at? I don't like this. But little do we know there's a big plan and purpose for what God has given us. But because we don't like it in that moment and we can't understand it in that moment, we put it in a box. And we just discard it. But when we go back to the box and we say, okay, God, we start taking out the pieces. Okay, you gave me this here. You gave me this here. How does this work together? And you know, he reveals to us how it works together. So
you are speaking today. My
I'm
God.
just telling you, this is what I've received. So this is ministry. Me watching Martin is not just me watching TV. Okay?
Yes, come on, Rev.
This is not me just catching up. This is ministry. Because had I not watched it, I wouldn't have had this word for y'all today. The internet messed up. He couldn't run the show, but God sent me. He sent me here to run this show on today. I've been running for Jesus a long time.
Windshield wiper praise. Windshield wiper praise.
He said a windshield wiper praise. Yes, God.
Hey, God. Hey, bye.
I'm not tired yet. So yes, very prophetic.
Yeah.
Very, very prophetic.
That shows that God just be coming up through different ways, though. I mean, and this is just real talk. God shows himself in ways that oftentimes we don't allow, well, we don't recognize. You know what I'm saying? Part of the thing for me, if I had to, take a spiritual turn there, part of the thing for me now has been learning to see God in different ways that we maybe haven't traditionally been used to seeing him. My mother, if she's still here, if my mom is still here, she can correct me on the language here, but my grandfather used to say something along the lines of God can be found in the. Actually, I'm about to beat that whole statement up. My mom can type it if she's still here. But finding God, basically, sometimes he comes up, he shows up in places that are unexpected. He shows up in things that seem to be unrighteous. Sometimes he shows up in places that seem to be unsavory. My grandfather had a whole statement, a whole saying. If my mom types it, if she's still here, throw it up on the screen for me. But yeah. But for me now, that's been really honestly learning to see God. Like, how does he show up in the face of enemies? You know what I mean? Like, if God is the owner of everything and the owner of everybody and he's in everyone, then even my enemies still have that God factor in him. Even things that seem like, because there's a whole lot of folks that might say, Martin ain't the Lord. You can't, how God gonna talk to you through Martin? It'd be a whole lot of people like that. But how many things could you actually pull out of there? I think if your eyes are just open to looking for him, you'll find him. Seek, you shall find. Wherever you look, you'll find. So even what you just said with that, it just shows God shows up. It's more than him sitting high and looking low. Actually, you know what? It's a rant. Look at God. That's so random. I actually just engaged with my chat GPT today while I was on the drive over here. And I just randomly asked it, the Lord sits high and looks low. I asked ChatGPT, I said, is that in scripture or is that just something we say? And found out it's just something we say. Like it says he sits high, but that scripture that says, but he also humbles himself. Essentially meaning he gets involved in our stuff, which is different than him sitting high looking low. It's him sitting high, but also being low, like being with the lowly. So he shows himself in even things like Martin at times, or some other TV show or something where you can literally pull something out of it that you can hold on to for the rest of your life, that you can hold on to, that'll get you through a moment. And so, learning, like I said, to see and look for him in everything has been really, really transformational for my own personal life. Where, like I said, where can I find him? He's not just sitting high and looking low, but he's actually involved in stuff. And so if he's sitting high, he's not looking low, but he's bringing me up high with him. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to elevate me up with him. Like, he'll get involved, but only to elevate me up. And so yeah, find him where you find him. If you find him in Martin, find him in Martin. If you find him in the old Clay Evans sermon, find him there. Wherever you find him, just find him. That's my thing. There's
no secrets.
He said, what, Doc?
There's no secrets.
It is no secret what God can do. Yeah, wherever you find them, just find them. That's all.
I think that's really powerful what you just said, Zeke, because I think I'm not gonna say we were raised this way, but we grew up to believe that God was in his word, which he is. Like, he was in the church and in your heart, and that's it. That anything else was going to corrupt you, anything else was going to push you away from God. And like Rich and I were obviously like joking back and forth, but I genuinely meant what I said about there were so many things in watching Martin where I felt like God was speaking to me. And it wasn't like this booming voice from heaven, like, okay, now pay attention to this particular part. Like, no, it wasn't that. But like, after watching it, I'm like, oh, you know what? When you start thinking, and like you said, when you're actually seeking God and you are praying, you're fasting, you're doing whatever, and you're looking for answers, it shows up in places that you don't expect it to show up. And it's not always the man in the gas station buying all the cigarettes and the lottery tickets and God speaks to you in that moment. Sometimes he does, but he also knows that you're frustrated in that moment and you're not going to hear him. So it may be in your quiet time when you just watching a regular TV show. You just scrolling on your phone. You know, you hear something in passing in the grocery store, and you like, that was for me. And so if we are actually seeking God, he's going to show up in multiple places, in multiple things, and oftentimes in where we least expect it. But if we know that we're seeking him, then we ought to be paying attention. We ought to be very, very sensitive to what's going on around us so that we can hear from God. If we are actually seeking him, if we're saying, God, this is something that I need. This is what I have before you. Help me to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit so that when you do speak to me, I don't miss it. Because if we're only looking for it at church on Sunday, I venture to say you will probably miss it.
That's it. If that's the only place you're looking for to hear him, yeah, that's gonna be challenging.
Yeah.
You'll miss it for sure.
Yeah, and I think we get in church on Sunday and we're like, oh, the pastor was speaking to me. But God has spoke to you about 15 times between Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
You heard none of that.
None of it.
You only heard what came across the pulpit. God forbid you get sick and you miss church. Because that's the only way that you could not go to church is if you are ill. Okay? You must be in your pew. You must be in your seat every
can't be
Sunday.
on the beach somewhere on vacation.
Absolutely. Vacation. You better try to make it back Saturday night, Sunday
you gotta
morning.
come back.
At the
You gotta
latest.
be back by. You gotta jump on that red-eye flight on a Sunday.
Listen, you better roll them suitcases in that sanctuary because they don't miss the church.
You know what's interesting? The track
Lord
that's playing in the background is a song that's coming on my album. Hey, y'all, album coming.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Okay. And the song is called "God Be Talking to Me." That's the name of the song. You be talking to me, and the line in there it says that you be talking to me. Sometimes I don't listen. You give me your free. Actually, I don't know my own words to my own song, but that is the first line. You be talking to me. Sometimes I don't listen. Like like it's this idea of God speaking to you, but we find ways to reject it. We find ways to blow it off because it doesn't happen. The story of Elijah, the story of Elijah was he comes in the earthquake and the fire and the wind, and that's not where God's voice was. God's voice was in a still small voice that Elijah did not know. I don't know if I said Isaiah, but I meant Elijah if I did say that. But that Elijah didn't know. And he shows up and speaks in different ways. And unfortunately, we just don't hear it because it doesn't come in ways that we're used to hearing. And we might miss out on the very answers that we've been seeking and looking for, just because we want him to answer it the way that we expect him to answer. Or if we just be honest, we just be prideful, because pride is that I expect God to just answer it how I expect it to be answered. So, Lord, I'm not looking for you to actually answer me. I'm just looking for you to confirm whatever I already think. I'm just looking for you to confirm what I already believe. But what do you do when you ask God for something and the answer is no? It's still an answer. He still answered your prayer. It just ain't the answer you wanted to hear. Or when you wanted a no, but instead you got a go and do that. Like Jonah. Like, no, I don't want to go to Nineveh. Yeah, I want you to go to Nineveh though. And so you don't get the answer you want. And I think that sometimes we set ourselves up because we just expect an answer. And so we get this idea, that because I wanted it, God must have wanted it. And there's times where we're off. There are times where we're off. And that's okay. What's not okay though is to expect God to just align with you when you ain't fully aligned with him. That's where it becomes not okay. So that's why I say, opening your eyes, opening your ears, just opening your mind to the possibility that the God who is omnipresent is in the places that you don't think of him being, because he's omnipresent, which means he's everywhere all the time at the same time. Mom, I think is that my mom's name in that last comment? It's so small.
Yeah, she said, y'all sound like youngins.
Mom, put what Papa used to say, where you can find God sometime in the seemingly unbeautiful or the seemingly unholy, or whatever it was that he said. That was such a good statement. If you wouldn't mind typing that out, that they can throw on the screen, because I just botched it all up. But yeah. I'll keep running my mouth, but y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm agreeing with y'all, man. And this journey that I'm at now, and the place that I'm at in life, is just I want to see him in everything. I want to recognize him in the negativity. I want to see the joy in the midst of my pain. I want to see what does that really look like if it's real. If all I see is pain, but yet you told me there's joy even in the midst of that, well, then let me see where the joy is out of here. Let me see if I can find that to hold on to, because that's my strength to endure until ultimately my change comes. So I have to look to see, where is the positive thing? Where is the God? Where is the light out of this situation? Because he said he'll be there always. So if you're here, I need to see you, God. And I just think I'm at a real point in life. And I think a lot of people are at that point where they want to see God being real in the midst of whatever it is that they're going through, and show himself strong. And so it's just through this time of this journey, how do we make that happen? Like, how do we align ourselves with his will? Because there are moments where I want to do stuff for my own. Like, there's moments where I may not consult God, right? Like, how do y'all feel about that? Like, I believe he gives us spaces to go ahead and do things. You know what I mean? I think he can protect us as well. But I think there's moments where he give us, hey, let me go out here and try this. If it works, it works. If it fails, it fails. And it may not be what God was there, not there. I don't know. But I'm all about a person that go out there and try it. But the thing I'm learning now, as you get into his will, is way better to get it from him first, because it's already blessed, versus me going out there to do it and then hoping he bless it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just all about that
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, I think that at least for me, we're no longer looking for like traditional Jesus, if that makes sense. Like traditional Jesus to me is like, you got church on Sunday, you got choir rehearsal on Tuesday, you got Bible class on Wednesday, Friday night prayer. And then that's how you find Jesus. I think we're kind of looking for like, God, we really want to know you at your core. Like, we really want to know you for real, because I just don't believe that you are this stoic person who just, has no like you just like this rigid God. Like, I just don't believe that. And so when I talk to God and when I consult with him, to your point, Rich, I'm just Rhonda. Like, it's not like, God, you said in your word. And I mean, I do, reference scripture sometimes in prayer, but sometimes I'm like, hey, what is this?
What's going
What
on?
am I supposed to be doing? Because I don't even know what to say. God, sometimes I'm a little demanding. God, you better wear my mouth. Because if I move in this flesh, you're not going to be pleased. You will not be pleased if I move in my flesh. So God, I need you to like help me. So I do try my best. I'm not going to say I do it every single time, but I do try my best to consult with God as much as possible. And sometimes I can feel it when I did not pray about it. And then my prayer is different. Like, okay, God, I didn't went out here. And the water's up here now. So, what we need to do. Because I need to get back to the shore. And right now I'm drowning. So please help me. But trying not to get to that space as often, right? Like trying to consult God first. And sometimes the water do be up here. And this is where he wants it to be. Right? Like he like, keep going. I need it right here at your throat. So that you can hear me. Because this seems to be the only place that you listen to me. This is when the water is up to your chin. So, and I'm like, okay, now my practice is like, God, maybe like waistline. Like, can we get it like at the breastbone, perhaps? Like, I'm listening to you right now. I hear you.
A lot of language I'm hearing now in a lot of church circles is this word tension, and learning how to live in the tension of what's going on. And so, like you said, maybe there's moments where God do want you here. The fire is there. The 3 Hebrew boys, if you believe that story, they had the fire, but they didn't get burned. Maybe there are moments where you have to be in that space with them and just him knowing and trusting he's with me to get me either out of it or to learn something in it. Because I've learned that even through these moments, even in the fire, I've prayed, get me out. And I just had to stay right on in it. And instead of getting frustrated in that moment, instead of giving up in that moment, I choose to decide where am I going to find the good? What is the lesson out here? What is the trial? What is the joy that I can find out of that? And I know that's difficult, but I believe that's a maturity thing in our walk with Christ and our walk with God and getting to know who he is. Because there's sometimes he may not deliver you. You know what I mean? But he's going to show you his keeping power is there to sustain you. And so that's one thing I'm learning also in this journey, man. He may not bring you out of it. Like, that's just real talk. What are you going to do if you don't? Are you going to still serve him? Are you going to curse him and die? Like, what's going to happen? Are you just going to go ahead and give up? No. There are moments now, even in that tension, that's where your faith is built even more. My relationship got stronger because I had to learn what it meant to have a prayer life. My life got stronger because I went through whatever it is that I had to go through, a divorce. I went through bad relationship. I went through whatever that is, that tension, in order to get through to the next side. Now, I'm not always a person that believes God got to put you through something. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is when those trials happen and when things happen, it's best to know, how do I either get out of it, or if God is keeping me in it, how can I trust him to sustain me through it? Yeah,
For sure.
That's kind of how you got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Even in Zeke's current situation, I'm sure he's feeling the tension. It's all over his face.
Oh, you look at his face, right? Do that. What you gonna do?
The tension. However, he's persisting. He's giving it to God, and he's made a choice. I will no longer stream live from this location, come hell or high water.
Or you gotta keep up your head. Just try it again. Try it again next week. Just try it again tomorrow. Keep on going, man. Don't you stop. Don't you stop. You got to press your way through, man. Don't you stop.
Well, we just did some, just some things we're gonna have to adjust over here. Like we're gonna have to probably update a system or something like that. There's something that's happening that's making that keep happening, and so But what I will do is take wisdom though, which is okay. This is the third time now. Okay, like. I'm pulling on my own phone network, but then the network goes out, so it could be something else. But I do know that okay, even if it's in here, it might not be able to be in that room no more. Whatever the case is, I ain't gonna keep trying like this. Like I got 2 or 3 tries, and then I gotta do something else. Like got 2 or 3 tries in me, I gotta do something else. But that's just wisdom. But persistence is still there, though. Just because you have to try something else. To y'all's point, doesn't mean that persistence doesn't remain. It means finding a new way. Sometimes is what persistence look like. Sometimes maybe you tried something and you thought that it was the Lord that was there. For those people who go to a church where, like Rhonda said, you find God only at this church. First off, if your church has ever told you that the only place you can find God is at that church, I'm going to challenge you to leave your church tonight. Like, don't go back again, because you've entered a cult. Like, that's where you've gone to. You've just gotten into a cult. If your church is teaching you that the only place to find God is at your church, you're at a cult. You're not at a church. And that is my belief system. And nobody has proven me wrong with that yet. So that I will give you that disclaimer. But I mean, but the reality is, though, there are some good churches, some great, most churches, the vast majority of them, the vast majority of pastors, great pastors, vast majority of churches, great churches, the vast majority of congregations, just great, sweet people, not saying nobody got issues and stuff, but at the same token, what happens when you're at a great place, great pastor, great people, great church, and then you feel led that you need to go somewhere else? Like sometimes you got to try something new. Sometimes God unctions you to try something new. And who's to say why? You don't really know why until you do it. But persistence is not in just staying with the same thing just for the sake of staying with it. Just to say, well, I got 30 years in. It wasn't always been easy. Well, if the last 15 years of your 30 years at a place, you've been feeling like you ain't supposed to be there, that's not persistent no more. That's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy at that point. Like, because something is pulling you to go. Persistence is just realizing, like Rich said, how do you find God in everything, everywhere? Because now this enlarges and expands your territory. Where if God's got territory for you only at this one thing, this one thing is all it is. And that's all. No. We done prayed all these years. Lord, give us increase. Lord, enlarge our territory. I haven't seen, ear ain't heard. We done said all of this stuff, and then God starts trying to like expand you and move you around. And again, oftentimes we think that persistence means, well, I got to be faithful. I got to stay here at this place. You might be blocking the way of somebody else who's supposed to come in and take the position you in. But because you won't get over and move and elevate where God is trying to elevate you, because you don't see it, and that's why, like, I love what y'all just said. You have to see God from the onset. Don't wait until you're in the middle of it. You have to see him from the onset. And so if y'all get anything out of this, I would hope that all the lock stars, I know we've had some technical difficulties today, but if you don't get nothing out of all of all of the crazy stuff that has happened, because my life has been crazy this morning. My God, from an old man playing the lottery and buying up all the cigarettes to the traffic and the trains and the, getting here, the Wi-Fi goes out, stuff happens. It just is what it is. But thank God that there's always a ram in the bush. Rondo on the rocks, I thank you for jumping on, because God, my goodness, ain't no telling how this would have went. It would have been just on. Nobody on the screen or nothing, like. But I thank God. Persistence is, like Rich said, finding God everywhere so that you have the expansion of the entirety of the world at your disposal. Is somebody probably watching right now, the Lord trying to take you somewhere that you ain't never seen before, but you trying to play the faithful role where you are right now, and that faithfulness is killing you. And I'll say this even from personal experience. Sometimes that faithfulness will start to kill you. I know they say you can't use that word no more, but I'm gonna use it because it's the harshest word apparently that I could think of. I didn't even know kill was such a harsh word, but that's what it's doing to some of us. It's killing some folks. I've been down that road before. You're hanging on to people who they are killing you, trying to hold on to them, and they've plateaued where they are, and you got more in you, but you're trying to hang on. It's killing you. You hanging on to a job that is killing you. God trying to allow you, hanging on to a church that's killing you, hanging on to a friend group that's killing. Like, if you're going to believe that God is going to enlarge your territory, believe that he's going to enlarge your territory, and your faith will show up in the way that you respond to that. That sometimes means letting go, making room for somebody else. And so if y'all get nothing else out of this, Lock Stars, I hope y'all get out of this to move forward. Let the Lord enlarge your territory. Stay persistent, but know when it's time to move, and know that your persistence is in God, not in things. Your persistence is not at your church. It's in God that put you at that church. Your persistence is not in your job. It's in the God who put you on that job. And the same God who put you on there can put you somewhere else. And that's my soapbox spiel for the day. Y'all know at some point I got to preach a little bit.
I could have put you center screen if I knew you was going to do your round table.
I know. I was just rambling, running my mouth. Rhonda, you run the round tables for me. I can't do all that today. Apparently, I won't even try. So you run it. Yeah, run it.
Well, I'll go first. Thank you guys for joining in and sticking with us. Zeke had some technical difficulties today, and I tried my best to fill those very large shoes. Literally, we are ridiculously big. But I tried to fill his shoes today. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Everyone who's watching on every single platform, thank you guys for sticking with us today. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. We love y'all, Lock Stars. And thank you.
Well, same time, but it won't be the same place for me. I'll be in a different place.
Well, yes.
Hey, what's going on, good people? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you again for tuning in to Zeke Live in the morning. I hope something was said today. First of all, let me just say this. Rhonda is disappearing right before our eyes. Is anybody else seeing this? Oh, my God. She's disappearing right before our eyes. Great Eyes, magic show going down right there. But keep doing your thing, girl. But anyway, something today that was impactful. Hopefully you heard, move on. Don't let nothing hold you back. Keep pushing to go forward. You know what I mean? Definitely stay in tune with your relationship with yourself, as well as your relationship with God, the Creator. Oh my goodness, he has something special made for each and every last one of you. That is my belief. Like I always say, life is choice driven. You will live and die by choices you choose to make. I got a hint for you. Choose life. I'm going to pray. God, thank you today. My goodness. Thank you for the day. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we will choose to rejoice and be glad in it. God, we thank you, Lord God, for all the saints and aids, believers, those that are believing, as those that are struggling, even in their belief. We thank you for each and every last person that's on this journey, Lord God, that may even be going through trials, that's going through struggle. God, we are asking you to show yourself strong, show yourself real, reveal your strength to them, reveal your love to them, reveal your hope for a future. God, continue to reveal yourself to them in every day, in every facet of your life, Lord God, or every facet of their life, Lord God. Let them see you in all things until we meet again, in Jesus' name. Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Well, Rich, and there's that comment I was looking for. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate you putting that up there. Beauty can be found in the commonplace wisdom in the unexpected, and God in the presence of the seemingly unholy. I told you I was gonna botch that all the way up because I ain't saying none of them words. But
No, you
like,
Not at all. Not one.
but y'all understood the concept at least. So yeah, man, that's if y'all take anything with you, y'all can take with you that statement right there. Beauty can be found in the commonplace, wisdom in the unexpected, God in the presence of the seemingly unholy. If y'all lock stars take anything with you today, take that with you that you can definitely that you can. Why does that keep happening? There we go. I did that. That was me. That's all me.
I'm like, what am I touching?
No, that was me. I pressed it. It was a little delayed. But yeah, if y'all can take anything with you, y'all can take that with you and maybe open your eyes up today to see that the Lord is doing some amazing things. I'm assuming that the mamas of the show said we had a good show. And I'm assuming Miss Ursula Ellis said amen. Hey.
Say, you're doing a good job, Rhonda. You gotta run on my way to work. Voice mode isn't working too well while I'm driving.
You.
Thanks. And Ursula Ellis did say amen, so we know that Pastor Rich's prayer made it directly to heaven. Thank y'all. This has been, I definitely think this was a Good Vibe Thursday. I think we hit the mark, Zeke. I think Good Vibe Thursday happened. And so I hope that you all agree. Zeke will be back certainly in a different location tomorrow. And Rich and I will be back tomorrow as well. I'm not sure if Eric is coming, but
I think he's on tomorrow. I think he did say he's on tomorrow.
Okay,
yeah,
well, it'll be a surprise. Whoever's on, wherever we are, it'll be a surprise. You just never know.
It'll
and
be
that's
at least
why
one of the four of us, at least. Two of the four of us, at very least. So there you go.
At least. And that's why Zeke Live in the Morning is such a great way to start your day. Because every day is a surprise. Every day. You never know what you're going to get. But thank y'all. Zeke, do you want me to do end show or you got it? No?
I'll let you do it. Do me a favor before you hit it, though. There's a screen that says show ending or something like that. If you, yep, there's the one. I like that black screen to end it, so we don't have to think. You know what to do, girl. You got it. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow. And then once you hit in, I guess I can do it from here too. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. See you on Friday. Peace out.